Worthington. Then the number 2, Hilliard Bradley, faces number 3, Pickerington North over at DeSales. Region 11 features a rematch of last year's regional final. Bishop Watterson, the number 1 seed, battles the number 5, Bloom Carroll. Bloom won that one 33-28 last year. In Region 19, the region champ last year was Ironton. In 2021, it was Harvest Prep. In 2020, Ironton again. This year, wouldn't you know, they meet up this week down in Athens. They met in a regional final last year with the Fighting Tigers, winning 34-0. Region 23 was chalk, and the 2 versus 3 matchup has West Jefferson taking on Fort Fry. This one is a rematch of a 2021 regional final that West Jeff won 16-14. For high school football overtime on 97.1 The Fan, I'm Ryan Baker.
That will do it for this week's look at the regional semifinal reports from all across the state of Ohio. Let's step aside for a few messages from the OHSAA. And when we come back, we'll take another visit inside the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton and then wrap up this week's edition of the OHSAA Football Playoff Preview Show.
School sports need your help. With budgets getting tighter, it's more than the games that are on the line. It's all the traditions, the community pride, the culture of your hometown high school. Plus, all those memories that are on the line, too. What can you do? It's simple. Buy a ticket when you can. Go to a game. Take the whole family. Let's do everything we can to keep those cherished school sports memories alive.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
The game is over, but this time, instead of asking how many goals did you score or what were your stats, try asking these questions. Were you a good teammate? Were you coachable? Did you give 100%? And did you have fun? Because those are the values that school sports instill in Ohio's young people, where winning and losing are secondary to the life lessons that will stay with kids long after their playing days are over. This is the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Educate through sports.
You practice hard, you play hard, you're always reaching for your goals. You reach for the next point, the next yard, the next win. And after the game, reach for low-fat chocolate milk. It has the fluids to rehydrate you, the right mix of protein and carbs to refuel you, and the vitamins and minerals to help you build strong bones and bodies. Fuel up with chocolate milk. For more information, visit drink-milk.com.
Welcome back to the OHSAA Football Playoff Preview Show. For the OHSAA Radio Network, here's Marty Bannister.
We welcome you back to the show, and now it's time to get back on the road to Canton and visit with former Ohio State All-America offensive lineman T.J. Downing inside the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
This is T.J. Downing with Stark Media alongside my broadcast teams of Dave Bircher, Jim Bostic, and Jeff Tyler, and we have a message here from our friends at the Ohio High School Athletic Association as we are inside the Pro Football Hall of Fame here in Canton. Coming up on November 30th, December 1st, and December 2nd, the OHSAA state finals will take place inside of Tom Benson Stadium. We remind you to come out here to the Pro Football Hall of Fame Museum with their hours of operation being 9 to 5 daily, whether you're coming out on the 30th, the Thursday night game to kick off state championship weekend, when we will have the Division II state championship game. Stop out beforehand. Check out all that the museum has to offer. The excellence of the game, the history of the game, it's all right here in Canton, Ohio, the birthplace of football. And if you're coming out on Friday or Saturday, where there will be 3 featured state championship games, whether it's before the game or after, come out here and tour the greatest Hall of Fame on the planet, the Pro Football Hall of Fame, right here in Canton, Ohio. Museum hours, again, are 9 to 5 daily. So stop out and enjoy everything that it has to offer on state championship weekend, November 30th, December 1st, and December 2nd. Can't wait to see you out here. State championship weekend coming up with our friends at the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
TJ, thank you very much. Before we wrap up this week's show, a reminder that the statewide playoff brackets are available on the OHSAA website at ohsaa.org, along with the football playoff histories of every school in the state of Ohio. Looking ahead to the state championships, all session tickets are on sale at ohsaa.org/tickets, including a special ticket package with indoor access to the Stadium Club during and after every game at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. In our next playoff preview show, we'll go inside the regional final pairings and talk with a few folks in Canton to preview Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium and the state championship schedule. On behalf of the Ohio High School Athletic Association, I'm Marty Bannister. The OHSA Football Playoff Preview Show is a production of the OHSA Radio Network, production assisted by Yamo Media and Adam Dell. We'll talk to you next week.
Please stand by for this special presentation of the iMedia One Network on the Live 365 Network and the Live 365 app.
City View Sportscast is proud to bring you Mineral Ridge Rams football on the Madurix Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week. And now from the stadium with tonight's call, here's Matt Lipsack and Matt Emsch.
The Friday night lights are shining in Salem, Ohio. Welcome into the broadcast booth, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Matt Lipsack. I'll be joined by my partner, Matt Emsch, and tonight we are bringing you Region 21, Round 3, the regional semifinal between the Mogadore Wildcats and the Mineral Ridge Rams. Welcome into SEBO Stadium in Salem, Ohio, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for tonight's pregame show. Mineral Ridge got here by virtue of a 19-7 win over Rootstown, the number 2 seed here in Region 21 last week over in Portage County. Mineral Ridge got a first half touchdown from Owen Shingledecker to Ethan Pemberton, had a 7-0 lead at halftime. They took a 14-0 lead thanks to a strip fumble and touchdown run by Jacob Russell. They allowed a safety on a bad punt snap. They got a field goal by Landon Powell of 32 yards, a late touchdown by Rootstown, but even after recovering the onside kick, they could not tie the game, and Mineral Ridge making their deepest penetration in school history here in the OHSAA playoffs. Matt, quickly and briefly, your thoughts of last week's game. You were there, I was not.
Yeah, we missed you too, and it was an amazing game. They came to play. It was close. It was defensive matchup the entire time. Rootstown having that vaunted running game. They did get about 150 yards at the end of the night, but our bend but not break defense with our Mineral Ridge Rams did an amazing job. They forced 3 turnovers, 2 interceptions, 1 fumble, and he sprinted Jacob Russell for a touchdown. They just played out of their minds again, came up against a better team, but they shut them down when it counted most, and they won the game.
So let's take a listen to our coach's interview brought to you by Youngstown Orthopedic Associates, which Mineral Ridge's head coach, Brian Shaner.
We have Coach Brian Shaner on the line. Coach, how are you tonight?
Doing great. How about yourself?
Well, we're doing really well. Thanks for being here. We know how busy you are getting ready for Friday. So how did practice go this evening?
Good. Really good. Spirited. Guys flying around. It is what it is. You're dealing with some guys banged up, dealing with some schools. But very good energy and getting ready to face a Mogadore team.
Yeah, big game. Talking with sniffles. I don't know if anybody can hear. I definitely am fighting it as well. My wife told me kids have it at school. But we want to talk about the big game last weekend with the Rovers of Rootstown. Coach, you guys did a great job in bringing that win home and moving on to a historic round 3 for the Rams. What can you tell us about that game?
I'll tell you what, it was just unbelievable. Our boys, they put it all on the line. They showed that they believe, and they stayed the course, and they had a great week of practice, great week of prep, and then they went out and they just performed. I think they had a lot of cards dealt against them. The field conditions, we're not used to playing on a muddy field like that. They definitely outsized us, but I tell you what, we out-hearted them. Our kids played inspired football, ton of heart, and I can't say enough about our defense because everything we do goes off that defense. Whatever they tell us we're able to do on we do it. But our kids, I'd say, just relentless pressure, relentless hitting. I couldn't be more proud of a unit and a team than I was last week.
And we were just absolutely blown away by the great defensive play. Tell us a little bit about your defensive coordinator. I know he has a little bit to do with that part of the game.
Absolutely. Coach Allen, he's my right-hand man there. We have similar styles and the way we approach the game. And, there's a lot of tough love from Coach Allen. He's very demanding on that side of the ball. And when you do exactly what he's keep teaching you to do, it comes out very well. And I tell you what, our boys buy in. And, again, we're got a little bit more healthy than we were in the middle of the season. But, they're feeding off him every down. He scouts our opponent very, very well. Our players know what their tendencies are, what looks they run, and what plays they run out of those looks. And again, Coach Allen's second to none on that defensive side of the ball, and he got our guys playing really, really well.
He does. And, there were so many players that we could pick out that were just, monsters in that game. The defensive backs really of late, Coach Shaner, have just been lights out. I really can't pick out one specific one. They just all seem to take turns almost in terms of, who's going to make a big play.
They do. And, it was early in the season. I kept saying, man, we can't get off the field on 3rd and long. We'll get teams 3rd and 12. They'll complete a big pass and put us in a bad situation, and it keeps the drive alive. Well, our guys have. You know what? They took a lot of pride in it, and they took some tongue lashings from us, not doing their job the right way, and not being a great teammate because you're not doing what you're supposed to do. And, I'm proud of them, man. They didn't tuck tail and run from the criticism. They took it on the chin, and they're playing well. They are. They're going to get tested again this Friday. Mogadore is a very balanced team. They love to run the ball, but they got 2 quarterbacks that are really good at throwing it. But again, and I got to give props. Julian Rossi had the game of his career, the way he's been playing, and Caden at safety coming through again, and Ethan Pemberton up the other corner. Them 3 guys, the way they're playing on the back end for us, they're doing a really nice job for us.
Now, before we break here, Coach, if you could just give us a real quick few words of what you guys need to do to stop this Mogadore team, what would it be?
You just got to play great football, fundamentally sound. Don't turn the ball over. Don't give them extra positions, and just play our brand of football.
Thank you so much, Coach Shaner, for taking the time to be here. Good luck Friday. We'll see you there.
All right, thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you. That's Coach Shaner, Mineral Ridge Rams. We'll be right back.
With over 30 years of experience, Madurex Butcher Block in Mineral Ridge is a quality-driven company focused on great personal service. Our fresh meats are of the finest cut. We make a variety of burgers, sausages, and a full line of deli meats. Using our own smokehouse, we prepare different types of jerky, snack sticks, kibasi, bacon, hot dogs, and bone-in hams. When your tummy needs some relief, call 652-BEEF. That's 330-652-2333.
Jesse's Dairy Cove is a hometown favorite, located at 3743 State Route 46, across from the gazebo in Mineral Ridge. Enjoy all of your favorite ice cream. We have over 32 hard scoop and over 40 soft serve favorites. We also have a large food menu, including homemade chili sauce, sloppy joes, pulled pork, fresh cut French fries, and mac and cheese. This fall, we'll start our homemade cookie and party trays. Visit our website at justicedairycove.com to see our menu. At Justice Dairy Cove, we appreciate your business.
Shining Stars Dance and Baton in Niles, Ohio is home to state, regional, national, and international world champions. They offer a wide variety of classes for ages 2.5 and up for boys and girls. Celebrating over 31 years in business, the excellent staff of instructors will help take your baton twirling skills to the next level. Shining Stars would like to wish all the cheerleaders, dance line, band, feature twirler Amira, and players a successful season. Go Rams!
If you love history, head over to YouTube and check out Blogging Through History. Hosted by Mineral Ridge High School graduate Chris Mowery, Blogging Through History visits historic sites to explore not only the well-known figures and events of the past, but also compelling stories that maybe you've never heard before. Chris would also like to wish his niece Amira Emsch and the Mineral Ridge Rams the best of luck for a successful 2023 season. Now back to the Badurix Butcher Block High School football game of the week on CityView Sportscast.
And welcome back to Just Football. I'm your host, Matt Emsch. We're going to go right to the lines where we have Mogadore Wildcat coach Matt Adorney. Coach, thank you very much for being here tonight.
Well, thanks for having us on.
Well, we have a huge game coming up, obviously, Friday, round 3 of the OHSAA playoffs. We had Coach Shaner of the Mineral Ridge Rams on a little bit ago. Coach, how do you address, a week like this, round 3? Obviously, you guys have been to many, many round 3s before, but each team is different. How do you go about that?
Well, luckily, we have a lot of experience back from last year, and some of these guys, about 4 or 5 of them were actually on the field for a regional championship game against New Middletown Springfield 2 years ago. So some of the guys are experienced, some of the new guys, or new starters, I should say. This is their first go at it. But, you just kind of, the playoffs are always a little different. You don't spend as much time like nitpicking. At least we don't, the last week. It's more about, survive and advance and move on and get on that next opponent. And you don't have a lot of time to fix things, so to speak. You just kind of got to grind ahead.
Now, looking at your schedule, you guys, played some really excellent football teams. When you look at, you guys had a couple losses. How do you deal with those losses? How do you, talk to your team about not looking at it as a loss, about hopefully taking something away to better yourself?
Well, obviously, our schedule usually always speaks for itself. I mean, we on paper, we have teams the likes of, Newark Catholic and JFK that kind of had, down seasons for them. But when we scheduled them, they were playing for state championships or Final Fours. But, sometimes you only learn, you can cruise along and maybe if you're playing weaker competition, you can't really get better. We've always tried to test ourselves and we tell our kids, there's measuring stick games, and Dalton obviously is a team that's, we feel capable in Division 7 of maybe playing to the week 16. And, we weren't quite there all the way. We didn't have our best game. And we know that to play at the level I think we're playing now closer to, you have to improve some things. And, Central Catholic was kind of a heartbreaker. It showed us some grit and some toughness. We got down and we came back. So, Dalton kind of took it to us, and they kind of scored right before half and right after half. And then, I don't want to say we laid down, but, it was pretty much over. Where Central Catholic, we had to fight back and, we fought to the last whistle. So that was something that we improved on.
Coach, what can you tell us about, this group of seniors that you have? Obviously, whenever you have a football team that gets deep into the playoffs, you have leaders. Could you talk a little bit about a few of those guys?
Yeah, we lost a pretty good group of kids. We lost a lot of size last year. Of course, we had a Division I tight end, fullback for us that went on to Ohio U, and he had some big friends. And we're a much smaller group this year. And these guys have just came with a lot of energy and excitement. Zeke Cameron, our quarterback, this is going to be like his 37th, 38th game, started somewhere around there, being a 3-year starter. And Austin Constantine, fullback linebacker, has played a lot the last 2 years. Corey Lehner was on the field a lot, the last 2 years. Devin Graham. Some of these guys have all, been, they had big plays, against LeBray and against Springfield Local 2 years ago. So anytime you get that kind of experience, it's great because, they've been there. Some of our linemen have, had to step up. We unfortunately lost the lineman week 10 against Rootstown. It was kind of like a heart and soul of our line, an undersized lineman that was a wrestler, and he broke his leg. I mean, they operated the next morning. They weren't messing around with it. It was an ugly break, but we've been able to kind of manage that stuff. But just a good group of kids. They've had a lot of fun this year. You know, that we had really low expectations, you know, even kind of hearing around town that we lost too much and this or that. And the kids have kind of been fired up and taking that as a challenge.
Coach, you know, as we finish up here, if you could pick keys to the game out of the 3 phases, what would you pick against Mineral Ridge? Obviously, without giving away your game plan.
Well, the current cliche, I've been at this a long time. It's penalties and turnovers this time of the year. You don't want to get behind the sticks, and you can't turn the football over. And we've played 2 pretty clean football games in the playoffs. I think for them, you know, they have the ability to hit some explosive plays. We got to try to maintain their explosion. They really run a nice offense. They do a lot of things. They make you kind of defend the whole field. And we got to play good disciplined defense because they can hit you the option. They throw the ball, you know, very confidently. And, you know, we have to get first downs. You know, it's playoffs come down to sometimes getting big first downs. It's that converting that 3rd and 6, you know, because you're probably playing a good football team that's going to make you pay if you don't get a first down, you know. So, and obviously in special teams, you know, I've seen a lot of playoff games and I've seen them turn on special teams one way or the other, you know, a blocked punt or a return. So, you know, we put a lot of emphasis on that. And that sometimes when you get a really even game can be the difference.
Oh, Coach Adorni, we wanted to thank you very much for calling in. I know you're very busy. It's going to be a huge game on Friday, and we just want to wish you good luck, and we'll see you there.
All right, we'll see you. We're excited. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. That's the head coach of the Mogadore Wildcats, Coach Matt Adorni.
Experience nature's bounty with Creation's Backyard. Elevate your health with the most nutrient-dense foods on earth. From farm to table, sustainably cultivated with care. Grown locally in Niles, Ohio with no chemicals or synthetics ever. Unlock your culinary creativity with Creation Backyard Microgreens. Convenient local delivery and pickup options available. Order now at creationsbackyard.com or call 330-282-7208.
SNK, painting your house today. SNK, painting your house. SNK Painting provides exceptional painting and refinishing services to the Mahoning Valley and surrounding communities by being an industry leader in our field, focusing on customer service and delivering extraordinary results. We offer interior and exterior painting, and we specialize in cabinet refinishing with affordable cabinet solution. Call SNK Painting for your free estimate at 330-505-1910. SNK, painting your house today. Now back to the Bedurix Butcher Block High School football game of the week on CityView Sportscast.
Welcome back inside Sevo Stadium in Salem, Ohio. The anthem has been played by the Mogadore Wildcat Marching Band, and Mineral Ridge is making their way out onto the field. Matt, round 3, regional semifinal. How pumped up are you right now?
I'm ready to strap it up. If I could, I would do it. You have to understand, when you get to this point of the season, when you've worked so hard, you know, you started out the season in summer conditioning, weightlifting in the winter. You get to summer conditioning, then you get to doubles or triples, whatever school that they do that with. Then you put on the pads and you sweat all year or all summer in the doubles or triples. Then you get to that first game and you're making mistakes and you clean up, and then look at what happens. Fastest 10 weeks in football is high school. Then all of a sudden, bam, we're in the playoffs. You know, they were not looking like they might possibly get here. They made it. Now here we are, round 3, something the school has never done before. It's giant. You know, when I was at YSU and we were going to championships, you get to that point where you're kind of seeing that light shine over the hill and you know what's there. It's that trophy. Man, you start playing out of your mind, and they have to control themselves. They have to play mistake-free, no turnovers. They can win this game.
All right, we are going to step aside quickly right now for 10 seconds for a station ID break. You are listening to CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network and AM 600.
From high school to the pros and everything in between, you're listening to CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
Welcome back inside Sevo Stadium. All right, Mogadore has taken the field. Mineral Ridge has taken the field. It'll be Mogadore to receive the opening kickoff. Mineral Ridge won the toss and deferred. So it'll be the Mogadore offense that we see first, and they are, of course, led by quarterback Zeke Cameron. I believe a second-year starter. And, Matt, obviously a key for the Mineral Ridge defense. They're going to have one of their key linebackers back after he left the game to an injury last week.
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of that going on right now. You know, players that were dinged up and now they're back. We're seeing Ian Erb on the sidelines for the Rams. We're hoping that he is in 100% condition. And, you know, on the other side, they're missing one of their best players defensively. So what's going to happen tonight? They're going to get their best shots from each team, and it should be, you know, one of those games that goes down to the wire.
So lots of action here on the iMedia One network, as over on Western Reserve Radio 2, I believe, we have Mark Means and Dave Clark. They'll be calling the South Range game. And then at 8:05 Eastern, Western Reserve 1 is going to be picking up the Phantoms game out of Dubuque, Iowa. Phantoms are taking on the Fighting Saints tonight. And you will have the voice of the Fighting Saints, Josh Starr, to bring you that action.
You also have some other teams in the area. You have the Ursuline Irish in the second meeting, Villa Angela, St. Joe Vikings. We'll see if Ursuline can take another win away from them.
And I believe that was a 38-18 victory in week 8 for Ursuline. I think I saw Christian Lynch almost put up a two-spot. I think 197 and 3 touchdowns.
He's playing incredible, and then you have a huge matchup which could have state championship implications in D7 with Lowellville and Dalton, who just spanked the Tigers last week. And then West Branch. I don't remember who they're playing.
You know, I had it in my notebook, and my notebook is at home.
That's all right.
Because as I was preparing for your radio show, Just Football with Matt Emsch, I took a whole bunch of notes, but right now, Landon Powell has his hand in the air. Here's our Youngstown Orthopedic Associates kickoff. You can roll for initiative. We're underway as this ball will bounce at the 24. It's going to be fielded and brought to the near side by number 34, Corey Lehner, and he's going to get wrapped up right at the 30-yard line. We'll call it a 6-yard return. And the Wildcats are going to put it into action, 1st and 10.
You know, I talked about this with some people earlier that Bob Gessler, actually, coach, called, and we were talking about it. I said, I hope that Ridge gets to have the ball at the beginning of the second half. Their defense has been playing lights out.
All right, out come the Wildcats. Double tight, 2 in the backfield. Cameron with the pitch to Lehner. He's going to try right side, finds a hole, gets up to the 35-yard line. Gain of 5 on 1st down, 2nd and 5 upcoming for the Wildcats.
I believe that was Mr. Holbrook going to tackle, opening it up for the Rams, getting somebody else in there. I didn't quite catch that number.
2nd and 5 upcoming for the Wildcats. Ball at the far hash. Mogadore attacking right to left on your radio dial as we are here in the first quarter. Handoff to the up back, and he's going to get a gain of about 7 as that is Austin Constantine getting across the 40 to the 42 and a 1st down for the Wildcats.
See, this is the toughest matchup so far. Rootstown was last week. The Rams actually just made a few little mistakes that kept them in it. Tonight, it's the toughest game they've ever played. They have to play great.
Cameron under center, I formation, twins right, double tight. Turns, hands it off to not to Lehner, but to number 30, Cole Reese, and he dives across the 45-yard line. They're going to mark him just short of the 46. No, they're going to give him the 46. We will call it a gain of 4.
See, you have to make sure that you are not intimidated. You don't get nervous about this. They know where Mogadore has been, that they've won 6 state championships. They've been in the playoffs since '99. Don't be intimidated. Play your game.
Shotgun. Wing left. Twins left. Here's the pitch to Lehner. Coming around the left side to the near side. Pemberton wraps him up at the line of scrimmage. Austin Pemberton fired up. He got off the block of number 8, Lane Miller, a wide receiver, and made the nice shoestring tackle there.
Yeah, Ethan Pemberton, along with those other defensive backs, specifically those DBs, Matthew, have just been incredible. Lights out, pulling guys behind the woodshed all the past 2 weeks.
So we've got 3rd and 6, both the 46 near hash. Wildcats break the huddle. Shotgun, sidecar right, trips right. And again, a double tight end. Back to pass. Looks right, throws right, has Laner, but he's caught for a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's how you play defense.
Is that Brady Ballestream or is it Julian Rossi with the tackle, number 3?
Yeah, Julian Rossi, and then you also had Cade McCune in there on a tackle. So 2 great plays by 2 great players.
So first pass of the evening for Zeke Cameron is complete, but they lose 2. And out to punt are the Wildcats.
That was so huge, Matt, to shut them down on that first series because they're going to get the ball at the beginning of the second half.
Good kick. Ugly looking kick, but effective as it rolls inside the 10, rolls inside the 5, and down at the 1-yard line. Austin Constantine with a beautiful punt.
Wow, that was incredible. You know what? Some of the fans are a little upset right now that he didn't go for it, but, you know, he made a good choice letting it go. You know, you never know how the football is going to roll. Now we're going to see, are the Rams ready on offense? Are they going to be able to give a long, sustained drive? All they need to worry about is get it out of the back of the end zone, get those fresh sets of downs.
A 55-yard punt for Austin Constantine. Don't get me wrong, you know, about 19 at least of it was roll. All right. Ridge in the shotgun. Herb lining up behind Shingledecker. Gives it to the up back. That's Russell. Pushes the pile up across near the 5. Think they might give him the 4. No, they are going to give him just the 4, but still a big, important 3 yards for Jacob Russell.
Yeah, he's the thunder of that lightning and thunder with him and Ian Herb. You need the bus to get in there and push the pile. You cannot take him on with just one person up high.
All right, Shingledecker still in the shotgun. Russell and Herb still in the backfield. Calls a modified pistol. It's Russell the up back again, contacted at the line of scrimmage. No, check that. Shingledecker faked it. And he's on 30, 35, 30, double team at the 40, and down he goes. What a play fake by Owen Shingledecker. I thought Russell had the ball.
No, he did a great job. They just blew them up they had no idea that they had the ball there. He turned the corner, and he showed them what he had.
As Owen Shingledecker,
he has been phenomenal, Matt. Last week he showed the Rovers something that no one has seen all year from Owen Shingledecker.
They mark him out at the 36. That's a 32-yard gain. Here's Russell falling forward for a gain of, looks like they're going to give him the 41. We'll call it a gain of 5 on first down. 2nd and 5, upcoming ball at the 41-yard line.
I love that offensive line for this Rams team. You have the big old senior at guard, 62. Next to him, you have the big old sophomore, Chase Moore, at tackle. On the left side, we'll give them some love in a second.
Shotgun, 3 wide receivers, 2 in the backfield. Russell and Herb. Shingledecker to Herb. His first carry makes a man miss. Jumps over a tackler and will get hauled down at the 43. We'll call it a gain of 2, 3rd and 3 upcoming for Mineral Ridge. And Matt, I'm going to say that Ian Herb's ankle is okay.
Yeah, he looks pretty good. I want to real quick you have Derek Rakic and Kamani Johnson Wimford.
Shingledecker tried to draw him off.
On the left side.
Shotgun, 3 wide receivers, 2 in the backfield, Russell and Herb. Herb lined up basically in the pistol there, about 5 yards behind Shingledecker. Shingledecker back to pass. Has a man. It's Bellstreet, a wide open. He dropped it.
Oh, man, that's so rare for him. You know, he's got the quick shoes on, too. We also got to give love to the center of those Rams, Aiden Overacre at 55. That is a rare drop for Mr. Balestrino. He had them.
And that could have been a big gain as Russell dropped that at about the 35-yard line of the Wildcats. As it is, Mineral Ridge got out of the shadow of their own goal posts. Jacob Russell on to punt. Good snap. Good kick. Beautiful looking kick. It's going to bounce at the 29-yard line. It's going to roll. being watched by Corey Squirrick, and it dies at the 16-yard line.
Man, it's all right. You know what? It's a big game. You have sometimes even the best drop them. Jerry Rice sometimes all alone in the lights, sees that pass coming and the eyes get big, and sometimes you just drop it. He'll be fine. He is great on defense and phenomenal on offense. Don't worry about nothing from him.
We'll check that Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard. Still scoreless between these two. S&K Painting first quarter clock reads 6:52. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Double tight, single wide receiver. Here comes the pitch to Laner. Gets out across right guard to the 20, across the 20. And here we have a couple of late flags. And, Matt, that's in the area of a face mask.
Yeah, it is in the area of a face mask, but I also saw some people getting tackled on that defensive line, so we'll see how it goes.
As it was a gain of about 6. Looks like he got to the 22. Personal foul, face mask on Mineral Ridge.
I was hoping in my gut that that's not what it was. This is the stuff that I was talking about pregame that they cannot do. They cannot have those mistakes that give them extra yardage. They're already good at moving the ball. That's all right. You saw what we did against Rootstown last week. Bend but not break. We have been pros at it this season.
So ball at the 37, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Pro set. Here's the handoff. And he contacted right at the line of scrimmage. Aaron Rumschlag. As I think that's already the 4th different running back we've seen.
And you also got big old Chase Moore, number 58, getting in there and laying some wood. Great job.
They're actually going to give him one out to the 38. 2nd and 9. Pro set. Here's the toss. With the ball coming around the right side is Reese. He gets out to the 44-yard line. Gain of 6.
This is
33.
just a huge play for the Rams. Got to shut them down. Cannot give it to them. They can do this. Send some heat off of that left side. They're a little weak on the right side of that line.
3rd and 3. Ball at the 44. 3 in the backfield. Cameron with the handoff. Contacted in the backfield. Think that was Constantine. He's going to get one, but gets no further. It's 4th down.
There you go, baby. There you go. Sorry, Matthew. I'm getting a little fired up. I got to calm down. They're sending the punt team out. That's how that defense does it, baby. They bend, but they don't break, and they are not afraid of these Wildcats.
We have some whistles, and I think Ian are being sent off for an equipment issue.
Yeah, he's running fine.
I think Rich is going to go ahead and take a timeout. We'll take it with them. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to the Burdick Switcher Block High School Football Game of the Week on CityView Sportscast at AM 600.
Is home to state, regional, national, and international world champions. They offer a wide variety of classes for ages 2.5 and up for boys and girls. Celebrating over 31 years in business, the excellent staff of instructors will help take your baton twirling skills to the next level. Shining Stars would like to wish all the cheerleaders, dance line, band, feature twirler Amira, and players a successful season. Go Rams!
Now back to the Bedurix Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week on CityView Sportscast.
Fake! Lanner to the pass. There's a man wide open. Coming ahead is Devin Graham. Tackled by Balestrino inside the 25.
You got to watch for the fake, man. Always in the playoffs, you got to keep your head up, guys. Don't expect that they're just going to kick it away.
So gain down to the 21-yard line. I think it's a 35-yard gain, and it'll be a 1st down for the Wildcats.
Yeah, got a timeout for the Wildcats.
So timeout, Mogadore will take it right here, and Matt, it was almost like, Ridge called the timeout. They expected something, and then Graham is wide open.
Well, that is just a blown coverage. You have responsibilities on that defense to watch certain players. Nobody chipped him. He came right off, free as a bird. They cannot do that. I'm so upset. I was looking down. I looked up, and the pass was already on. Oh, man, they have to keep guys at home and watch for the fake.
So just a beautifully executed play by the Mogadore Wildcats.
We have a Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard update. Ursuline and Villa Angela St. Joseph's 0-0. West Branch Canton South 0-0. Struthers Menor Lake Catholic 0-0. And South Range Clearview 0-0.
Canton South, I know, undefeated on the year. All right, Wildcats. 3 in the backfield. Cameron under center. Going to hand it off to Constantine. Bounces it to the outside. But cutting through and down the line was Corey Squirk, but Constantine drags him forward across the 20. Looks like he got down to about the 16. Great work there, cutting through the line. I believe that might have been Preston Holbrook.
That is a great job defensively. That's how you make a tackle. You do not let go. You drive him all the way down the line, get him tired. I also have another quick Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard update. The Lowville-Danville score is 0-0 as well.
Shotgun jumbo package. Lone back is Constantine. He's going to get the pitch, comes to the left, gets blown up in the backfield by Jacob Russell and Preston Holbrook.
Great job defensively by number 4. He just got in there great. Oh, man, both of those young men did a fabulous job, baby. That's how you do it defensively.
All right, we're going to call it a loss of 2 back to the 18. So 3rd and 7 as the Wildcats are in the red zone. Going to break the huddle. Single back is Constantine. 2 tight ends right, 2 wide receivers. Man comes across in motion. Fake handoff. Cameron under pressure. Has a man in the pass, is complete, but wrapping him up and trying to jump across the 16. That was Nick Stevenson, but he was wrapped up beautifully by Brady Balestrino.
Great job by Brady Balestrino. He might have dropped that pass, but he just made up for it on that defensive play.
And he got back to the 16-yard line.
We have a Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard update. South Range now down 6-0. Clearview up on them.
Oh, that's a tough break as Mineral Ridge getting called for a 5-yard face mask on Corey Squirk, and that's going to push it down to the 11 and give the Wildcats a first down.
Yeah, 2 big penalties and a blown assignment. They are getting down to the area where they might get some points. You got to at least try and keep them to getting maybe 3 at the most.
So first down for Mogadore. Ball at the 11. They can get a first down at the 1. Cameron doing a little check with me. Single back, double tight end left, wing left, wide out left. Constantine, right off left guard, piles his way down to the 1. They're going to mark him at the 2. We'll see.
Yeah, he went right off the left side. I told you that right side of that line is not as strong as the left. At least I've been noticing that. Right side of that D line, letting him in. You see Matt Monnier coming out, or Bryce Rorman, I'm sorry, and Zach Stacy going in to add a little more beef to that D line.
They're going to mark him at the 2. 2nd and 1 for the Wildcats. 3 in the backfield. Cameron under center. Takes the snap, hands it off to the up back. Did he get across the pile?
Looks like it.
At the very least, it's a first down. Touchdown, Mogadore.
You know what?
Aaron Rumschlag with the touchdown.
That was all mental errors, mental mistakes, blown coverage on that fake punt. You have to be ready for that stuff. And you just had a couple. You had the face mask penalty. You had the 2 face masks, 115 and 1-5. They just made some mistakes mentally. They are fine. They can get back into this in a heartbeat.
And it will be Austin Constantine to kick the extra point. Right-footed kicker going to run straight on. Snap back, ball down, kick is up. Kick is right down the middle. S&K Painting, first quarter clock says 1:28. Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard says Mogadore 7 and Mineral Ridge nothing. We're going to step aside for 30 seconds. You're listening to the Bedurk Spectrum Block High School Football Game of the Week on CityView Sportscast at AM 600.
If you are seeking a skilled photographer in Northeast Ohio with experience in capturing documentary-style photographs for various occasions such as family events, weddings, graduations, sporting events, and other special occasions, look no further than Colleen Moore Photography. Accessible via ColleenMoorePhotography.com, or she can be reached at 330-314-7547. Colleen sends her best wishes to the Mineral Ridge Rams for a fantastic season. Go Rams!
Now back to the Bedurks Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week on CityView Sportscast.
Back at SeaBo Stadium in Salem, Ohio, Matt Lipsack and Matt Emch here with you on CityView Sportscast and AM 600. A 10-play drive that ended in a 2-yard touchdown run for Aaron Rumschlag has given the Mogadore Wildcats a 7-0 lead over the Mineral Ridge Rams. And it'll be Constantine to kick it off and bring us our Youngstown Orthopedic Associates kickoff. Constantine, the right hand in the air. Sorry, the left hand in the air. And he gives it the boot. Spinning kick. Going to bounce at the 16. And fielding and carrying it ahead is Balestrino. He's at the 20, 25. And that's where he's going to go down as he is hauled down by number 55, Trevor Hinkle. So about a 11-yard return there for Brady.
We just got to get a nice, even, slow drive, get it going the way they were last time, and no more drop balls. That line did a great job that last series, and the running backs, both Lightning and Thunder, are doing a great job.
They actually gave Balestrino the 26, so 1st and 10 for Mineral Ridge. 3 wide receivers. Russell comes in motion as a wing to the right. Herb takes the handoff off left tackle. Big hole, 30. Wrapped up as he falls across the 35. They're going to give him the 36 and a first down.
I love it. Hey, he's running beautifully. They have no trouble at the moment running the ball. They just got to be able just to calm down. They will catch those passes. That's a oneer. That's not going to happen again with Balestrino.
So 1st and 10 for the Rams. Ball at the far hash as they attack left to right. Shingledecker to the up back. Russell. Big hole up the middle. 45, 50, 45 of the Wildcats and falls forward across it down to the 43. Big run by Jacob Russell.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Right now, they are blocking beautifully up front. They're doing it great with that 2-man team in the backfield. Either one of them are running beautifully. The line is doing great.
21-yard run for Jacob Russell. They're going to give it back to him. Puts his head down. 2 yards and a cloud of dust for Russell on that one. So 2nd and 8 upcoming. Shotgun, 2 in the backfield, 3 wide receivers for the Rams. Shingledecker running the option, coming in the near side, pitches to Herb. Can't get the corner. And I think he got back to the line of scrimmage. Actually, maybe lost one back to the 42. So 3rd and 9 upcoming for the Rams. And Matt, I think this is kind of go for it territory here.
Yeah, they definitely can do it. They just got to focus on those, like I always say, fresh set of downs. Don't worry about the big one. Just try and get the first.
Could be our final play of the first quarter. Shotgun, 3 wide receivers, sidecar reserve. Shingledecker back to pass, looks left, throws left. Quick in right on Pemberton. He only got to the 35, though, so it's going to be 4th down and about 2. But I don't think we're going to get to that in this quarter.
Great catch. They just got to get that first. Maybe get them to jump up.
And in fact, that will do it for the first quarter play. We checked that Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard. Mogadore 7 and Mineral Ridge nothing. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're listening to the Verdux Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week here on City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network and AM 600.
Shining Stars Dance and Baton in Niles, Ohio is home to state, regional, national, and international world champions. They offer a wide variety of classes for ages 2.5 and up for boys and girls. Celebrating over 31 years in business, the excellent staff of instructors will help take your baton twirling skills to the next level. Shining Stars would like to wish all the cheerleaders, dance line, band, feature twirler Amira, and players a successful season. Go Rams!
SNK, painting your house today. SNK, painting your house
SNK Painting provides exceptional painting and refinishing services to the Mahoning Valley and surrounding communities by being an industry leader in our field, focusing on customer service and delivering extraordinary results. We offer interior and exterior painting, and we specialize in cabinet refinishing with affordable cabinet solution. Call SNK Painting for your free estimate at 330-505-1910.
SNK, painting your house today.
Now back to the Bedurix Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week on City View Sportscast.
And Mineral Ridge was all set to go for it, but they got called for a false start, Matt, again with the mental penalties.
Yeah, they're killing themselves with these stupid mistakes.
It was 4th and 2, now it's 4th and 7. Shingledecker back to pass, looks left, throws left, tipped! Yeah! Brady Balestrino inside the 25-yard line. Excellent concentration by Balestrino as he hauls that in at the 23 for a 17-yard gain and a first down.
That's what I'm talking about. He just made up for it. That's what I'm talking about.
As that one could have very easily been intercepted. Julian Rossi was wide open in front of him, but he went to his man and he found him. Shingledecker hands it off to Russell. Bounces to the left, gets wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. They might give him a gain of 1. Down to the 22.
They just got to keep calm. No more stupid penalties. Let's just drive it in. Get that thunder and lightning rolling to the right side.
So it is a gain of 1 down to the 22. 2nd and 9 for the Rams, as they are now attacking from right to left here in the second quarter. Shingledecker in the shotgun. Hands it off to Russell. Bounces to the left, falls across the 20. They're going to give him the 19 and a gain of 3. So 3rd and 6 upcoming for the Rams.
All right, guys, huge play, 3rd down. Focus on getting that first. If you can get that touchdown, of course you take it. Got to get those fresh sets, baby. You can get it down here.
Shingledecker in the spread. Russell is the sidecar right, so 2 wide receivers to each side. Herb's in the left slot. Balestrino, slot right. Shingledecker, back to pass, looks left, throws left, looking for Herb. Jump ball at the goal line. Touchdown! Ian Herb, a 19-yard touchdown reception. And we are an extra point away from a tie ball game.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. That is what I'm talking about. They are doing a great job staying balanced, keeping their heads. Just don't get any more penalties. They will be fine.
Landon Powell on for the extra point, clicking at, I believe, 87%. Yes, 87% on the year. Snap back, ball down, the kick is up, and the kick is right down the middle. SNK Painting second quarter clock says 10:33. Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard says Mineral Ridge 7 and Mogadore 7. Back in 30 seconds here on City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network, and WRQX AM 600 Salem Youngstown, a Cumulus media station.
Jesse's Dairy Cove is a hometown favorite, located at 3743 State Route 46, across from the gazebo in Mineral Ridge. Enjoy all of your favorite ice cream. We have over 32 hard scoop and over 40 soft serve favorites. We also have a large food menu, including homemade chili sauce, sloppy joes, pulled pork, fresh cut French fries, and mac and cheese. This fall, we'll start our homemade cookie and party trays. Visit our website at jessesdairycove.com to see our menu. At Jesse's Dairy Cove, we appreciate your business and wish good luck to the Rams.
Now Now back to the Beduricks Butcher Block High School football game of the week on CityView Sportscast.
A 9-play, 74-yard drive capped off with a 19-yard touchdown pass from Owen Shingledecker to Ian Erb. For Shingledecker, touchdown pass number 10. For Erb, touchdown catch number 5. Landon Powell to bring us our Youngstown Orthopedic Associates kickoff. Powell drives it deep down the left side. Back for it is Leonard, catches it at the 8-yard line. Cuts to the far hash.
Holding.
Looking for the corner. Not gonna get the flag, but Powell rips him out of bounds across the 50.
Yeah, there was bad holding right there on the 30-yard line. I didn't see the number, but they were holding terribly on that. That's a damn shame that they didn't call that.
Big return as Leonard ran it back to the 47-yard line. 45-yard return for Corey Leonard.
They got to shut them down. They cannot let them score again. Hey, good thing, though, 7-7, so it's basically 0-0 right now.
I formation, double tight end, twins right. Check that pro set, and they hand it off to the up bat. That's Constantine, big hole up the middle. Pemberton takes him on at the 35. He's going to get down to the 30. And that is no longer marked at the 31, but a 16-yard gain on first down for Austin Constantine.
Yeah, they did a great fake. They handed it right. The quarterback did a beautiful fake, handed it right off to him, underhanded, and he just took right off up the middle. You should never let them get that many yards off a lead right up the gut.
First and 10 at the 31. Pro set. As the D-back is Leonard. Tried the toss left, but breaking through Brady Balestrino to get him in the backfield. Going to mark him back at the 34.
And great job. I love when he wears those shoes. I can pick him out easy. He is really making up for dropping that one pass, boy. He is doing a great job. The rest of them just need to calm down, watch, keep their adjustments going, and just not get their heads in a tizzy.
So loss of 3, second and 13. 3 wide receivers, shotgun, sidecar to the right is Constantine. Cameron, back to pass. Fakes left. Under pressure, going to scramble right. Looking deep across the middle. Triple coverage. Yeah! Intercepted at the goal line by Ian Erb. Touchback.
Great job by Ian Erb. You could see that was going to get picked the whole time. He had triple coverage. 2 of them right there. You had to pick one, and Ian's showing that knee is not bugging him at all.
And you just had to think, Matt, you and I have seen it time and again, the deep ball, and somebody gets behind or wins a jump ball, and it goes against Mineral Ridge.
Yeah.
So Ian Erb wins the jump ball this time, and first and 10 for the Rams, ball at the 20-yard line.
They are playing lights out when they keep their heads in it.
Hand off to the up man. That's Russell. Puts his head down, plows right into the pile, and he's going to get a gain of 1.
Have a Jesse's Dairy Co. scoreboard update. Canton South up 7-0 on West Branch. Danville up 8-0 on Lowville. And Struthers up 7-0 on Lake Catholic.
How about those Wildcats?
And Ursuline up 6-0 on Villa Angela St. Joe's. Go Irish.
Shotgun. Hand off to Erb. Trying to dance around. Got up near the 22. He's only going to get 1. As Erb tried to make his way off left guard. Just no running room right there on that one.
No, but you know what? He showed a lot of strength there. He had guys pulling him down. That knee is not bugging him at all.
3rd and 8 as we're at 8:24 on that S&K Painting second quarter clock. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Sidecar to the right is Russell. Shingledecker looking right, throws right, looking for Rozzi. Jump ball tipped and incomplete. Breaking that up was number 8, Lane Miller.
Yeah, I was getting a little nervous there, but that's okay. Hey, it's much better than an interception. They can kick the ball. Jacob Russell has been doing a great job with the punting.
So will be Jacob Russell back to punt. He's standing at his own 10. Back at his own 40 is Corey Leonard. Good snap. Beautiful kick. A spiral. Fair catch signaled for by Leonard. And hauled in About the 41 to the 42. We're going to call it the 42. And the Wildcats will put it back into action. 1st and 10.
Yeah, their defense showed that they can play now. They're both sides of the ball. They can play now with these Wildcats. They should not anymore be worried if they're not meant to be on this field. They are more than meant to be on this field. They just got to keep their adjustments going, stay in their gaps, keep their reads. They will be fine.
1st and 10 for Mogadore. Ball at their own 42. I formation, double tight end, twins right. Cameron hands it off to the deep back, and that's Reese with a big hole up the middle. Thought there was a face mask there downfield on one of the blockers. They're going to let that slide as Reese gets down to the 42-yard line on a gain of 16.
Yeah, they're running right up the gut, right off the guard center. That should not be happening. You got Chase Moore in there. He's having a little tough time at the moment. They need to start slanting a little bit because that's right where they're picking to run that ball. Every big run has come off the right side, guard and center gap.
Double tight, I formation, single wide receiver left, hand off to Reese. Another big hole up the middle as he's going to cut to the right. Rossi wraps him up inside the 30. He's going to get down to the 28 on a gain of 14 and another 1st down for the Wildcats.
They've run it almost 3 times in a row, 2 times right there. They're running it right at that gap. They have got to do something to fill that up. They have got to send him on a slant, something different because they're picking that every single play.
1st and 10, ball to 28 as Mogadore attacks right, left to right. 2 in the backfield, Rumschlag and Reese. Twin receivers right, handed off to Rumschlag, off left guard, kept his feet, broke a tackle across the 20, still hauling people down inside the 15. They're going to mark him, I think, just shy of the 10. In fact, we're going to call it the 11 for a gain of 17 for Austin Rumschlag and a 1st down. So Mogadore, again, can get a 1st down inside the 1-yard line.
You know, they have got to start adding a little more meat to that D line. It's not my business. I'm not a coach, but I would put Zach Stacy back in there. They need him at nose tackle.
I formation, double tight end left, single receiver right. Cameron hands it off to the deep man. Reese keeps his feet, gets down inside the 10, near the 6. We're going to call it a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 for the Wildcats as they're knocking on the door again.
They got to shut them down here. They can do it, and they cannot allow them. There goes Zach right there. That's what I'm talking about. Unfortunately for him, you know, right now they had Michael Lockhart in there on the D line. He's just a little too small. You got to put Zach in there to have that beef. He can shut that line up easy.
I think there was actually number 12, Matt Monnier, playing end here. 3 running back I formation, and can't say I've ever seen that. I think illegal formation is going to be called here as they blow the play dead. We're going to walk it back 5 for a 2nd and 10 on the Wildcats.
And that's why I have you here, because you see those better than me, man. I need new glasses. The 12 and the 13 look a lot alike with these jerseys.
So 2nd and 10, ball back at the 11. SNK Painting, 2nd quarter clock, 6:09. And do we have a timeout? Timeout. Mineral Ridge will take it with them. Back in 30 seconds here on City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network and WRQX AM 600.
W&M Quality Roofing, LLC is an insured and bonded Mahoning Valley family-owned roofing business. At W&M, we treat your roof and home as if it's our very own. Give us a call at 330-647-0610 for a free estimate. Did you get damage from the latest storm? We also offer financing and specialists for insurance claims. For professional and efficient service, call W&M Quality Roofing at 330-647-0610. Now back to the Beduricks Butcher Block High School football game of the week on City View Sportscast.
Back inside SEBO Stadium, Salem, Ohio. Matt Lipsack and Matt Emcher with you. Mogadore and Mineral Ridge knotted at 7. The Wildcats are driving, however. We've got a 2nd and 10 at the Mineral Ridge 11. 3 in the backfield again. They're going to pitch it to Constantine left side. Firing through and tripping him up was Bryce Rohrman as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. No gain for Constantine. 3rd and 10 upcoming.
That's what they need. They need plays like that, and they got to shut them down at the very least. If they just take a kick, that would be great for them right now.
I mean, it honestly, Constantine looked like on that extra point, like he could probably make a field goal from this distance. As Constantine, not only one of the starting running backs, but the place kicker as well. Single back, jumbo package. Man comes across in motion. That's Rumschlag. Motioning to the right. They fake the pitch. Cameron. There was no containing. He rolls to the left as he's wrapped up just across the line of scrimmage by Preston Holbrook. Down to the 7, but only a gain of 4. It's 4th down and 6.
That was a great job by 44. He ran him right down. He showed a lot of speed, and there they go. They're bringing in the kick. If all they get is 3 from this drive, that's a win in my opinion.
So as we mentioned, Austin Constantine, one of the running backs, also the place kicker. Now they're going to go for it. They're setting up in the shotgun. Bunch receivers right. Sidecar is Constantine. Cameron, back to pass. Looking for the screen. Right at the goal. Intercepted by Brady Balestrino. He's at the 5, the 10. Pulled down to the 14-yard line. Balestrino baited him. Picked it off at the goal line. And got a 14-yard return.
Great job by Brady Balestrino. His dad's going nuts in the stands. Yeah, don't worry about a drop. He's got that interception belt. They are getting the turnovers. We know, I was talking with another thing with Coach Bob Gessler today on the way here. We talked about turnovers in the playoffs. They are multiplied by 5 when you have them. They keep turning the ball over. It's going to start affecting those Wildcats badly.
SNK painting second quarter clock says 4:40. Shotgun. Herb's the sidecar right. Russell's wing right. 3 wide receivers. High snap. Schickeldecker gets it down. Gets it to Herb. He gets across the line of scrimmage. Across the 15. Up near the 17-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 3 for Ian, as there was a hole there, but it closed quickly.
They just got to keep playing smart. The line needs to just keep doing what they're doing. I love the fact that we have a freshman and a sophomore on that left side. They are doing a great job.
Check that. Herb got out to the 18. 3 wide receivers. Sidecar left is Russell. Schickeldecker back to pass. Looks left. Throws left. Has Herb. Herb to the outside. Puts his shoulder down. Gets across the 20. Or no, they're going to say he stepped out right at the 20.
Yeah.
So gain of 2.
Yeah, he gave number 24, Devin Graham, the senior, a little chin music. That was a great job. He put his shoulder down. He definitely felt that.
3rd and 4 for Mineral Ridge. 4 wide receivers going to be trips right. Herb in the slot. Sidecar to the right is Russell. Schickeldecker back to pass. Looking left, throwing left. Looking for Julian Ross. He had to come back to it. Broke it up as that one was about intercepted by number 8, Lane Miller. There again. And it'll be Jacob Russell to punt.
Hey, Justin Rossi turned into a DB there. He broke up a possible interception. So that was a win, in my opinion.
4th down and 4. Ball at the 20. As Schickeldecker's 4 for 7 passing for 45 yards. As illegal procedure called on Mineral Ridge. We're going to back it up by 5. I'm going to put the ball back at the 15, 4th and 9. No pressure at all here as Russell gets away. A low kick, going to bounce to the 42 and rolls sideways to the 49-yard line. So just a 34-yard punt for Jacob Russell.
Matt, we have a Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard update for you. The Ursuline Irish up 6-0 on Villa Angela St. Joe's. Also, we have a couple more. West Branch losing now 13-0 from Canton South. Struthers up 7-3 on Menor Lake Catholic. South Range now on the scoreboard 7-6 over Clearview. Danville up 8-0 on Lowellville.
Hand off to the up back is Reese. Going to push the pile forward for about 4 yards. No, they're going to say 3. They're not going to give him the 45-yard line. Is again, that punt did not cross midfield. So it was 1st and 10 at the Mineral Ridge 49-yard line. Reese going to head off to the sideline. We'll mark it just short of the 45.
They're doing a good job, Mogadore, of getting different guys in for that offense.
Pro set, double tight end, twins left. Cameron pitches it to Leonard. They're going to run the reverse. It's Devin Graham wrapped up in the backfield by Jacob Russell. A huge loss back across the 50 to the Mogadore 48-yard line. And that's a loss of 7, I'm sorry.
That is a great job again by number 4. He has been lights out. Last week, he's one of our players of the game. He was incredible on both sides of the ball. Tonight, he has not taken a break. He's doing the same kind of thing here.
So 3rd and 14 as we tick toward 2.5 left on that S&K Painting second quarter clock. Shotgun trips left, double tight end, sidecar to the left. Cameron rolling left after the snap, looking deep, has a man Graham. He's wide open, hauls it into the 16, 10, 5, touchdown. As he got behind the combination of Ethan Pemberton and Ian Erb. Devin Graham, the 53-yard touchdown reception.
Yeah, they made it look easy on that pass. That's okay, though. They're only going to be up 1 score. They can get right back in it. This is going to be a slugfest. Everybody listening, you should be expecting this to go back and forth. The deeper you get in the playoffs, the tougher the teams are.
Constantine on for the extra point. Snap back, ball down. Kick up, kick. No good. Austin Constantine misses the extra point. Check that. Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard says Mogadore 13 and Mineral Ridge 7 with 2:14 left on that S&K Painting second quarter clock. We're going to keep it right here. And Matt, again, a weighty down, 3rd down and long. We talked about it.
Yeah.
And here it bites Mineral Ridge again. They let somebody get behind them on a corner route. And, if you're Ian Erb, the safety, and Ethan Pemberton, the cornerback, you just have to look at yourselves and say, how did he get behind us?
Yeah, exactly. And, it's going to happen. Again, the deeper we go, the better the talent is on both teams. They have great players. They got behind them. They were doing this all season long. They're the number 3 team in the state. That's all right. You make adjustments for things like that. You can't let it keep happening. But as we've seen also, Matt, that all-powerful extra point could come into play at the end of this game. Them missing it could be huge.
So a 3-play, 49-yard drive for the Wildcats to put them ahead 13-7 after the missed extra point. Constantine, left hand in the air. And here's the run-up for our Youngstown Orthopedic Associates kickoff. It's a spinning kick. It might be picked up by the Wildcats. No, jumping on top of it, number 51, Justin Sedetic. I thought Sedetic jumped on top of it, waiting for an official signal. They're pointing to Mogadore.
See, the Rams did not look at all. They were not ready for that short kick. It rolled just right for them, and, man, they just didn't even know it was behind them.
As that one spun sideways off the tee, and I wasn't sure if the Mogadore player that grabbed it.
It looked like Sedetic got on top of it.
I thought Sedetic had it. I wasn't sure if the the Mogadore player that grabbed it had touched the sideline or what, but
that's not good for the Rams. They got to shut them down here. Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard update. South Range now down in that game. Clearview 13, South Range 7. We'll give you more scores as we go.
So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Ball at the Mineral Ridge 40 after the recovered onside kick. Shotgun, 3 wide receivers coming in motion is Leonard to the near side, but they're going to hand it off to Constantine. He's wrapped up in the backfield by Matt Monnier. He's going to lose 1.
Yeah, great job by Matt. He's been playing lights out as well. All of these defensive players have had great games these last 2 rounds. They've just got to settle down. Cannot let these players get behind them. Their speed from those receivers are incredible.
Remember that Mineral Ridge receives the second half kickoff, so a big stop here needed by the Mineral Ridge defense. Shotgun 3 wide receivers right. Cameron looks right, throws right, has Leonard. Ducks inside Corey Squirk and is going to get down to the 36-yard line, I'm sorry, for a gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming for the Wildcats.
They'll be all right. They just got to do the bend but not break. They cannot let them get any more points. They cannot go down like that.
Don't want to be down multiple scores for sure.
No, even though they get the ball back in the second half, they cannot let them keep going up on them.
Shotgun 4 wide receivers. Sidecar left is Constantine. Cameron back to pass. Could be a screen.
Yep.
It is a screen.
Yep.
Constantine hauls it in at the 39. Breaks a tackle. I think we might have an illegal block here, man.
Yeah, I agree. It looked like an illegal block in the back on might have been 27.
I was thinking 55.
55, okay.
As it would have been a first down as Leonard fell across the 30. They put the flag down at the 32. Let's wait for the call. They're walking it back.
Yeah, baby, that's huge.
Illegal block
That's
in
huge.
the back is the call.
Yeah, so it's going to be either on 55 or 56 there off of the line.
So after the 10-yard penalty, they're going to bring it back 3rd and 12. Ball at the 32, the 42, I'm sorry. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers, sidecar right. Cameron back to pass. Coming in is Preston Holbrook. Yes! He hauls him down.
Yes!
Timeout, Mineral Ridge with 37 seconds left as it's a huge loss back across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, this is huge for them. Not letting them get any more points before halftime is monstrous. Keep your heads. Do not let them get behind you. I'm sure Coach Chet Allen is getting on them about staying on their reads, keeping on their men. Don't let them get behind you. Here we go, timeout.
So it was a 12-yard sack for Preston Holbrook. And actually, the first half has expired. So
there we go.
At the end
Great
of
job.
24 minutes of play, Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard says Mogadore 13 and Mineral Ridge 7. We're going to step aside for a timeout. When we come back, we'll be back with the halftime show, some statistics and thoughts on what we saw in the first 2 quarters. You've been listening to the Badura Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week here on City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network, and WR2X AM 600, Salem, Youngstown, a Cumulus media station.
With over 30 years of experience, Badura Butcher Block in Mineral Ridge is a quality-driven company focused on great personal service. Our fresh meats are of the finest cut. We make a variety of burgers, sausages, and a full line of deli meats. Using our own smokehouse, we prepare different types of jerky, snack sticks, kibasi, bacon, hot dogs, and bone-in hams. When your tummy needs some relief, call 652-BEEF. That's 330-652-2333.
Jesse's Dairy Cove is a hometown favorite, located at 3743 State Route 46, across from the gazebo in Mineral Ridge. Enjoy all of your favorite ice cream. We have over 32 hard scoop and over 40 soft serve favorites. We also have a large food menu, including homemade chili sauce, sloppy joes, pulled pork, fresh cut french fries, and mac and cheese. This fall, we'll start our homemade cookie and party trays. Visit our website at jessesdairycove.com to see our menu. At Jesse's Dairy Cove, we appreciate your business and wish good luck to the Rams.
If you love history, head over to YouTube and check out Blogging Through History. Hosted by Mineral Ridge High School graduate Chris Mowery, Blogging Through History visits historic sites to explore not only the well-known figures and events of the past, but also compelling stories that maybe you've never heard before. Chris would also like to wish his niece Amira Emsch and the Mineral Ridge Rams the best of luck for a successful 2023 season.
Experience nature's bounty with Creation's Backyard. Elevate your health with the most nutrient-dense foods on earth. From farm to table, sustainably cultivated with care. Grown locally in Niles, Ohio with no chemicals or synthetics ever. Unlock your culinary creativity with Creation Backyard Microgreens. Convenient local delivery and pickup options available. Order now at creationsbackyard.com or call 330-282-7208.
Now back to the Bedurix Butcher Block High School football game of the week on CityView Sportscast.
Back inside SIBO Stadium in Salem, Ohio. Matt Lipsack and Matt Emsch here with you for the Bedurix Butcher Block High School football game of the week. And here at halftime, as we check the Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard, we have Mogadore 13 and Mineral Ridge 7. Mogadore and Mineral Ridge both punted on their opening possessions on the second drive for the Wildcats. It was a 2-yard touchdown run for Aaron Rumschlag to give the Wildcats a 7-0 lead. Mineral Ridge answered right back on their ensuing possession, converted a big fourth down on the drive. I think it was a 17-yard pass play from Owen Shingledecker to Brady Balestrino, a leaping grab of a tip pass that led to a 19-yard touchdown reception for Ian Erb. For Erb, his 5th touchdown catch of the season. For Shingledecker, his 10th touchdown pass of the season. We were tied at 7. Ensuing possession for the Wildcats. They drive it down the field, and actually both teams punted on the next possession, and then for the Wildcats, they got the ball right near midfield. They got pushed back to their own side of midfield, but then on 3rd and 14 was a 53-yard touchdown pass from Zeke Cameron to Devin Graham. The extra point was no good, and that is how we got to our 13-7 score. Mogadore went for the onside kick after that touchdown. They recovered at the Mineral Ridge 40, but could not do anything with it. In fact, they went backwards on the drive, and that is how time expired in the first half. Let's take a look at some statistics from the first half. We'll start with the Mogadore Wildcats. Cole Reese, 6 carries for 49 yards. Austin Rumschlag, 3 carries for 20 yards and a touchdown. Austin Constantine, 7 carries for 19 yards. Colton Thomas, 1 carry for 16 yards. Corey Leonard, 4 carries for 8 yards. Devin Graham has 1 carry for -8. Zeke Cameron has 1 carry for -8, but I think 12 of that might have been the sack. Zeke Cameron is 4 for 6 passing for for 58 yards, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions, both at the goal line. First one by Ian Erb, second one by Brady Balestrino. Corey Leonard, 1 for 1 passing for 34 yards. That was a fake punt by the Wildcats that kept their first touchdown drive alive. Receiving, Devin Graham, 2 catches for 87 yards and a touchdown. Corey Leonard, 2 catches for 3 yards. And Nick Stevenson, 1 catch for 2 yards. For Mineral Ridge, Jacob Russell has 7 carries for 36 yards. Owen Shingledecker has 1 carry for 32 yards. Ian Erb has 5 carries for 16 yards. Shingledecker is 4 for 7 passing for 45 yards and a touchdown. Ian Erb has 2 catches for 21 yards and a touchdown. Brady Balestrino, 1 catch for 17 yards. Ethan Pemberton, 1 catch for 7 yards. And then, as I mentioned, an interception apiece for Ian Erb and Brady Balestrino. Matt, we're going to bring you in your thoughts on the first half.
I have to point out the negative first. A lot of things that you don't expect to see in round 3 with these two teams. You're making mental errors that they shouldn't make. Now, granted, you have a great football team in the Wildcats of Mogadore. It's a team that they've never seen before. It's a team that is, it's old hat for being here. They've been here since 1999 straight. They have 6 state championships and a number of other records in here. The Rams have to stop when they come out in the second half. They have to play mistake-free football. You cannot let any of those receivers get behind you. As you can see, when they get off the line full bore, they can't cover them. Their speed is just a little quicker. But I am happy with the play that I'm seeing out of the Rams. They're not afraid of this team. They're not intimidated by any stretch of any means. You had some mistakes by a couple players that made up for them big time. Brady Balestrino dropped the one pass that he had, but did he come back and make up for that? He did it tenfold. The offensive line, even with that left side of the line with the freshman and sophomore on there, they're doing a great job. Derek Rackage and Kamani Johnson Winford are doing great jobs there. And also Aiden Overaker, the junior, they're doing good. You know, the right side of that offensive line is doing good. What worries me is the running that they're getting off of the inside of that offensive line. You should not be getting that many yards on runs running through those A gaps on either side of that center. Zach Stacy, in my opinion, should be back in. If anything, if for any other reason, just because you have a bigger, stronger body in there on the D line. You got to get some more beef in there to shut down that running game through the middle. Never let a team get on you like that. Big gains off the A gaps. They got to shut them down there.
Take a look at some team stats from the first half. 10 first downs for Mogadore, 24 carries for 96 yards. So I think that's about 3 yards a carry. 4 yards a carry. And let's see, 5 for 7 passing for 92 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, 2 penalties. They are 2 for 7 on third down, 1 for 1 on fourth down. For the Rams, 13 carries for 84 yards. That's got to be up near 5 yards. In fact, it's over 5 yards, close to 6 yards actually per carry. And then 4 for 7 passing for 45 yards and a touchdown. 4 penalties for 30 yards, 1 for 5 on third down, 1 for 1 on fourth down. We're going to go ahead and step aside for a timeout. When we come back, we will send it back to the studio for the PAC report with Joanne Derko and give you our final thoughts before the second half. You're listening to the halftime show here on City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network, and WRQX Salem Youngstown, a Cumulus media station.
WRQX Salem, Youngstown, Warren. We are AM 600, The Patriot, a Cumulus media station.
With over 30 years of experience, Madurix Butcher Block in Mineral Ridge is a quality-driven company focused on great personal service. Our fresh meats are of the finest cut. We make a variety of burgers, sausages, and a full line of deli meats. Using our own smokehouse, we prepare different types of jerky, snack sticks, kibasi, bacon, hot dogs, and bone-in hams. When your tummy needs some relief, call 652-BEEF. That's 330-652-2333. If you love history, head over to YouTube and check out Blogging Through History. Hosted by Mineral Ridge High School graduate Chris Mowery, Blogging Through History visits historic sites to explore not only the well-known figures and events of the past, but also compelling stories that maybe you've never heard before. Chris would also like to wish his niece Amira Emsch and the Mineral Ridge Rams the best of luck for a successful 2023 season.
If you are seeking a skilled photographer in Northeast Ohio with experience in capturing documentary-style photographs for various occasions such as family events, weddings, graduations, sporting events, and other special occasions, look no further than Colleen Moore Photography. Accessible via ColleenMoorePhotography.com, or she can be reached at 330-314-7547. Colleen sends her best wishes to the Mineral Ridge Rams for a fantastic season. Go Rams!
W&M Quality Roofing, LLC is an insured and bonded Mahoning Valley family-owned roofing business. At W&M, we treat your roof and home as if it's our very own. Give us a call at 330-647-0610 for a free estimate. Did you get damage from the latest storm? We also offer financing and specialists for insurance claims. For professional and efficient service, call W&M Quality Roofing at 330-647-0610. Now back to the Madurix Butcher Block High School football game of the week on City View Sportscast.
Welcome to the PAC Football Report, covering games on November 11th, 2023. I'm Joe Underko.
This week, we will look back at Week 10 games on the gridiron in the President's Athletic Conference. We're also previewing PAC Rivalry Week games to close the regular season this Saturday. With 2023 PAC champion Grove City off last weekend, Week 10 saw Carnegie Mellon remain in second place in the conference following a 21-7 triumph at Westminster. W&J snapped Geneva's three-game win streak with a decisive 45-7 road victory. Case Western Reserve rolled past Allegheny at home 42-14. Teal held off a late St. Vincent rally to edge the Bearcats 30-27, while Waynesburg kept Bethany winless with a 35-26 road decision. PAC Player of the Week recognition for Week 10 went to Waynesburg sophomore running back Zane Cawley on offense, senior linebacker Tanner Volpatti of W&J on defense, and junior cornerback Justin Logan of Teal on special teams. Earning PAC Newcomer of the Week honors was Teal freshman quarterback Joseph Fell. Week 11 marks the final PAC rivalry week for the near future, as future rivalry games will be worked into the regular season rotation. Highlighting the slate is the 36th playing of the Academic Bowl, as 7-2 Case Western Reserve travels to Pittsburgh to face 8-1 Carnegie Mellon at Gesling Stadium at 7 p.m. CMU has won the last four meetings, including a 20-7 final in Cleveland a year ago. Last Spartans win in the series was a 41-34 overtime triumph in Pittsburgh in 2017. Veteran Case head coach Greg Debelak talks about the significance of the rivalry with Carnegie Mellon to his program.
My brother played at Case back in the early 80s, and that certainly was a big matchup, and had a chance to play Carnegie Mellon when I was at John Carroll. So it goes back many, many years for me. And, the whole Cleveland-Pittsburgh rivalry, I think, plays into it.
The 39th edition of the Mercer County Cup takes place in Greenville, as 3-6 Teal hosts 9-0 Grove City at Alumni Stadium at 1 p.m. GCC leads the Cup Series 26-12 all-time since its inception in 1984 and has won the last 5 contests against the Comcats. The series between the local foes dates back to 1892, with this year's matchup marking the 109th all-time between the programs. Second-year Teal head coach Sam Bauman talks about the progress his team has made in 2023.
We definitely are improving. We've shown that in wins and losses. We are a team that, I think has greatly improved from year one to year two. Satisfied? Absolutely not, right? We're here to do more. We're excited about it, and the people in this building definitely believe that we can.
The PAC backyard brawl between 2-7 Waynesburg and 7-2 Washington and Jefferson will kick off at Cameron Stadium in Washington at 1 p.m. W&J has dominated the all-time series, which dates back to 1897. Presidents have won 46 of 50 all-time meetings, including the last 8, with the last Yellow Jacket victory over W&J being a 31-28 overtime final in 2014. Waynesburg head coach Cornelius Coleman talks about Jacket sophomore running back Zane Cawley, who broke the school's single-game rushing record with 336 yards in his first start against Bethany last week.
The great part to see him is just that, not that he's being patient and waiting his time, he's actually just learning, and he's excited to learn from the Justin Flax and the other gentlemen that have been here. So whenever his opportunity comes, he's ready for that moment.
They call it the game when longtime rivals 4-5 Geneva and 5-4 Westminster face off for the 123rd time since 1891 this Saturday at 1 p.m. at Harold Dory Stadium in New Wilmington, making it the 27th longest rivalry at all levels of college football. The Titans have dominated in recent years with 10 straight victories over the GTs, including a 49-0 blanking in Beaver Falls a year ago. Finally, 2-7 St. Vincent travels to 0-9 Bethany for the Green Game at Bison Stadium at 1 p.m. The Bearcats lead the all-time series with the Bison 10-6, including a 36-7 final in Latrobe last season. Allegheny has the weekend off. That's all for this season-ending edition of the 2023 PAC Football Report. Please log on to the conference website at www.pacathletics.org all season long for the latest news, scores, statistics, and other league information. You can follow us on social media via Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, and Instagram. Links are available at the PAC website. I'm Joe Underko. Thanks for listening. And for a final time in 2023, we'll see you at the stadium.
Shining Stars Dance and Baton in Niles, Ohio is home to state, regional, national, and international world champions. They offer a wide variety of classes for ages 2.5 and up for boys and girls. Celebrating over 31 years in business, the excellent staff of instructors will help take your baton twirling skills to the next level. Shining Stars would like to wish all the cheerleaders, dance line, band, feature twirler Amira, and players a successful season. Go Rams!
SNK, painting your house today. SNK, painting your house
SNK Painting provides exceptional painting and refinishing services to the Mahoning Valley and surrounding communities by being an industry leader in our field, focusing on customer service and delivering extraordinary results. We offer interior and exterior painting, and we specialize in cabinet refinishing with affordable cabinet solutions. Call SNK Painting for your free estimate at 330-505-1910.
SNK, painting your house today.
Experience nature's bounty with Creation's Backyard. Elevate your health with the most nutrient-dense foods on earth. From farm to table, sustainably cultivated with care. Grown locally in Niles, Ohio with no chemicals or synthetics ever. Unlock your culinary creativity with Creation Backyard Microgreens. Convenient local delivery and pickup options available. Order now at creationsbackyard.com or call 330-282-7208.
Action Physical Therapy is a locally owned outpatient physical therapy company serving the Mahoning Valley for over 20 years. With 5 convenient locations in Hubbard, Cortland, Kinsman, Salem, and Mineral Ridge. Action Physical Therapy can handle all of your physical therapy needs. Action Physical Therapy will create a unique plan made specifically for you. Call us at 1-8333-BEST-PT to schedule your evaluation today. Check us out at myactionpt.com. Get back in action with Action Physical Therapy, and as always, go Rams.
Now back to the Bedurix Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week on CityView Sportscast.
Welcome back inside SIBO Stadium. Matt Lipsack and Matt Emscher with you as we're wrapping up the halftime report as both teams are making their way back out onto the field. Middle Ridge has already begun their stretching. Mogadore not completely out of the locker room yet. Let's take a look at that Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard. As Matt has been bringing you those updates all evening long, and plenty of high school football play in action still going on here in the Valley. Matt, what do you got for us?
In Division 3, the Ursuline Irish in a tough one in that second meeting of Ursuline up 6-0 over Villa Angela St. Joseph. As we talked about before the game, Ursuline beating them 38-18 in their first matchup. 6-0 at half. Ursuline should pull away in the second half. Canton South up big on West Branch, 23-7 at the half. Struthers is playing great. Up halftime, 14-11 on Menor Lake Catholic. And then South Range up 1 point, 14-13 on Clearview. Moving on up to Division 7, Lowellville down 14-8 on Danville. They spanked the Springfield Tigers last week. Lowellville playing really well. They're only down, 14-18. They definitely, with that passing game, they were incredible this year. Many times. They've laid it to teams over and over, and they definitely can get back into it with Danville.
And the Youngstown Phantoms, whose game, the broadcast from Dubuque is being carried over on Western Reserve, I believe Western Reserve 1. Maybe it's 2. What station is Mark on? Do you know?
I believe he's on, I'll tell you in 1 sec.
But regardless, 53 seconds into the game, Youngstown already has a 1-0 lead over the Dubuque Fighting Saints, as that is a battle of the 2 top teams in the Eastern Conference. Youngstown trailing Dubuque by a single point. The Fighting Saints, I believe, are 10-1-1-1.
Phantoms are on 1, Matthew.
Phantoms are on Western Reserve 1. You can hear the play-by-play stylings of Josh Starr, the voice of the Dubuque Fighting Saints, are on Western Reserve 2. We have Mark Means and Dave Clark. They're over at the South Range Clearview game.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, South Range Clearview. And Clearview has a 1 point lead, I believe.
Yeah,
yes?
14. Let's see. Clearview is losing. South Range 14-13.
Had it backwards.
Yes.
So South Range with the 1 point lead, as the king is not yet dead. The defending state champ still trying to get after it.
They're playing well, and thank you to Dave Ferris for bailing us out on which channel everybody was on. Thank you, Dave.
So you are listening to CityView Sportscast for the iMedia One Network, and WRQX, Salem Youngstown, a Cumulus media station. In fact, why don't we step aside really quick for a station identification break?
Jesse's Dairy Cove is a hometown favorite, located at 3743 State Route 46, across from the gazebo in Mineral Ridge. Enjoy all of your favorite ice cream. We have over 32 hard scoop and over 40 soft serve favorites. We also have a large food menu, including homemade chili sauce, sloppy joes, pulled pork, fresh cut french fries, and mac and cheese. This fall, we'll start our homemade cookie and party trays. Visit our website at jessesdairycove.com to see our menu. At Jesse's Dairy Cove, we appreciate your business and wish good luck to the Rams. Action Physical Therapy is a locally owned outpatient physical therapy company serving the Mahoning Valley for over 20 years, with 5 convenient locations in Hubbard, Cortland, Kinsman, Salem, and Mineral Ridge. Action Physical Therapy can handle all of your physical therapy needs. Action Physical Therapy will create a unique plan made specifically for you. Call us at 1-8333-BEST-PT to schedule your evaluation today. Check us out at myactionpt.com. Get back in action with Action Physical Therapy, and as always, go Rams.
Now back to the Bedurix Butcher Block High School football game of the week on CityView Sportscast.
Back inside Sebo Stadium as we prepare to start the second half. Mineral Ridge will receive the second half kickoff as they are trailing by 6. So Matt will, just quick the thoughts, like you said, be smart, don't make mental mistakes. Take care of the football, execute.
Yeah, just real simple. Don't let them get behind you. Those receivers are quick. They're fast. You let them get behind you, they're going to score again. Defensively, again, with the way that the Rams have been playing most of the game, they've been playing lights out. Just, do the little things. Don't get any more penalties. And definitely offensively, do what you're doing with the running game. Thunder and Lightning look great in that first half. They're getting the ball right now. That's very, very important. Try and get some points off of that. Anything, at least 3.
Of course, not a whole lot of the Lightning there. Jacob Russell has the lion's share of the carries here tonight. It's been 7 for 36. Ian Erb, 5 for 16. So just a touch over 3 yards for Ian, but up over 5 yards for Jacob Russell, as of course, obviously Mogadore keeping a very close eye on number 14.
And 14 played lights out on defense tonight. More dangerous on D right now than he's been on O, having that big interception.
Of course, Ian Erb, a goal line interception. Brady Balestrino, a goal line interception and a 14-yard return. But right now, Austin Constantine has the left hand in the air as we prepare for our Youngstown Orthopedic Associates kickoff. You can roll for initiative. Third quarter is underway. Picked up by Rozzi at the 24. Comes near side, gets upended by Leonard as he crosses the 30-yard line. They're going to give him the 31, and that is where Mineral Ridge will put it into action, 1st and 10.
Corey Leonard, number 34, the senior running back, defensive back, had a nice tackle there on that kickoff coverage.
So again, ball at the 31. Shotgun. 2 wide receivers. Wing to the right is Russell. Sidecar to the right is Herb. Coming in motion is Balestrino. He's going to take the jet. He's going to make a pass. Has a man looking for Pemberton. Oh. Broken up. Corey Leonard got a hand in there.
Oh, he was wide open. The Bass was there, too. Good defensive play by, what number was that, Matthew?
It was 34, Corey Leonard.
Corey Leonard, thank you. Oh, man, it was there.
As Mineral Ridge tried the trickeration, but it fell incomplete.
That'll keep them on their toes.
So 2nd and 10, ball at the 31. Shingledecker hands it off to Herb, off right guard. Thought he got a face mask there, but instead it looks like he's going to be just about a 7-yard gain as he gets across the 35. See where they put it down, whether it's the 37 or the 38.
They got to get this first down. They have to get that fresh set of downs.
They put it down at the 38, so it is a gain of 7. And it is 3rd and 3 for Mineral Ridge. Shotgun 3 wide receivers. Hand off to Herb. Off right tackle. Gets the first down. Looking for green grass, but wrapped up by Cole Reese just as he was about to get to daylight. He did get across the 45-yard line to the 46 for a gain of 8 and a first down.
Yeah, nice tackle by Cole Reese, but that's what they needed. They got the fresh sets of downs. That's all that matters, baby, because you just keep clicking. Keep moving on closer to that goal line.
As Herb off to the sideline to get a breather. Limping a little, he's going to sit down on the bench. That's all right. Jacob Russell, we know he can carry the load. Shotgun, 3 wide receivers. 2 in the backfield. Bryce Roman comes in motion. Shingledecker hands it off to Russell. Gets a full head of steam. Plows ahead for a gain of 3 out to the 49-yard line. I feel really bad for anybody that tries to take on Jacob Russell head on, Matt.
Yeah, and he gets that speed off. Herb is fixing his shoe, I believe, right now is what's going on.
2nd and 7, ball at their own 49-yard line. Shotgun, sidecar left is Russell. Shingledecker fakes it, throws to the right. Rorman off his fingertips and incomplete. Right there, getting ready to make the tackle was Cole Reese. It'll be 3rd and 7 for the Rams.
Nick Stevenson, also the 6'5", 185-pound defensive lineman, getting in there, their junior, pressuring Shingledecker. That was a good play.
I don't know if Owen wanted to throw the ball either that way or if he was ready to even throw the ball yet at all. But just a good job to get it out. And, hey, sometimes the best outcome for a play is an incompletion, right, Matt?
Yeah, it is. Better than a turnover or a loss.
Shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Sidecar right is Russell. 2 to each side. Shingledecker gets the snap. Back to pass. Looks right. Throws right. Almost intercepted by Leonard as he jumped the route on Ethan Pemberton. Pemberton was going to be a little short of the first down unless he could have broken a tackle. But again, sometimes the best outcome for a play is an incompletion.
Yeah.
It'll be 4th and 7.
Because let me tell you something, if he caught that in full speed, he would have been gone, and Ian Herb is limping.
Russell for the punt. Good snap, but a short kick. Going to bounce at the 28. Going to roll inside the 20. Very favorable roll. It's going to be touch dead at the 16-yard line. Check that to 15. So a 36-yard punt for Jacob Russell. And we will see the Wildcats for the first time.
You know what? Ian Herb keeps coming off. I think it's the knee brace he has on. They keep having to fix it to pull it up and tighten it up. He's out there. He's manning up.
So Herb back out on defense as the S&K Painting 3rd quarter clock says 10:13. Again, that Jesse's Dairy Co. scoreboard says Mogadore 13 and Mineral Ridge 7. Cameron under center, single back is Constantine. And comes across in motion. And they're going to toss it left to Constantine. Tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by
Actually,
that.
Matt, I think he might have lost 2 on the play. No, they're going to only mark him with a loss of 1 back to the 14.
Great job by that defense coming up and making a great play. Man, Jacob Russell and the rest of that defense is just playing excellent right now. Defensive line doing better. Cannot, like we said before, do not let them get behind you because they're going to go up in the air. You know it's coming.
Shotgun, 3 wide receivers right. Sidecar right is Constantine. Cameron looks right, throws right. The pass is caught by it's fumble, but he jumps right on it.
And a flag.
Oh, no, that's not a flag. That's the beanbag.
Oh, my bad.
Orange, not yellow.
I
missed the blue beanbag because the orange one does kind of make you think
it looked like yellow for me. I'm looking through 2 panes of glass right now, so quick shot, it did look yellow.
So I do miss the blue beanbag.
Yeah,
I like
those
the blue beanbag better.
Agreed. That looks better.
I understand it's hard to see on a green field, but by the same token, you see a bright color, you think penalty flag. Here, Cameron, after the shotgun snap, rolling to the right.
Oh,
as
no.
Leonard wide open.
Yes.
He dropped it.
Oh, wow, are they lucky.
He tipped it to himself. Caden McCune back on the coverage, but Corey Leonard was behind the defense. Zeke Cameron rolled to the left, had time, could not hit his man in stride, and it will be a punt for the Mogadore Wildcats.
They are very lucky. He got a hand in there, maybe caused it a little bit of a bounce, but they're letting him get right behind him. That's just pure speed. They do it very well. Obviously, they get to this point of the playoffs. They know what they're doing.
Constantine standing at his own 3. Balestrino standing at the 50. The kick is away, end over end. Balestrino hauls it in at his own 44. Up the middle, breaks one, tackle near side to the 40.
Go, baby. Go, baby.
40, 35, and out of bounds near the 30.
There it
Flag
is.
upcoming on the play.
Flag that pushed him out of bounds. He was out of bounds. That's a personal foul. Tack on 15 more.
So we will see what the flag
they hit him
about.
out of bounds.
So as it was, I think Brady got down to about the 31-yard line.
That should be hitting him out of bounds.
Waiting for the indicator here. Blindside block being called on Mineral Ridge. We're going to bring it back 15.
You know what? But they let the one go right there. He hits him out of bounds, and they don't throw that flag. That's a horrible call.
So they're going to spot it at the Mineral Ridge 48-yard line.
They should have had 2 penalties on both teams, 1 on each.
Shingledecker back after the shotgun snap. Breaks the rush. Now he's going to run. Couldn't make a man miss. He did get back to the line of scrimmage, though, as wrapping him up was Constantine.
Yeah, Austin Constantine's having a good game on both sides of the ball. Looked like he was gonna make a nice move and get away from him, but he got his hand, just grabbed the ankle, threw it up. Again, focus on the first, guys.
So 2nd and 10, shotgun 4 wide receivers. Sidecar to the right. Believe is Russell. It is. Russell. He's going to take the handoff, gets contacted at the line of scrimmage, and then thrown forward for a gain of 2 to the 50.
Yeah, they're sending those defensive linemen on stunts every single play. They're just blooding it. They're pinning those ears back, and they're coming every single play from both ends.
Final score out of Ann Arbor: Michigan 92, Youngstown State 52 in men's basketball.
Not a surprise.
Shingledecker back to pass, got a big rush, and the pass is dropped by Ian Erb.
Told you. They're just blooding it every single play. They're just pinning their ears back, and they're coming.
And the screen was set up. There were blockers there, but Shingledecker had to get rid of the ball well before he was ready. 4th and 8 upcoming for the Rams after a quick 3-and-out. Russell back to punt, standing at his own 38. Leonard is the deep man backing up to his 15. Russell gets the punt away. It's a low line drive. Bounces at the 21. Leonard picks it up as he backpedaled to the 10. Has the corner. 30, and he gets hauled out of bounds. I believe that was Bryce Rorman over there on the tackle. 20-yard return for Corey Leonard.
Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard update. The Phantoms and how do you pronounce it? Dubuque. Oh, okay. Dubuque 1-1. Time of game 8:34.
8:34 left in the first period. Again, battle of the 2 top teams in the Eastern Conference in the USHL. Phantoms a single point in the standings behind Dubuque here as the season actually already at its quarter pole. 1st and 10, Mogadore bolt to 30 as the Wildcats attack from left to right here in the third quarter. Cameron under center. 3 in the backfield, double tight end right. Cameron hands it off to the deep back. Gets contacted at the line of scrimmage, but breaks through for maybe a gain of 3. That was Cole Reese on the carry. He was the deep man.
Good job. That's Ian Erb. That's Ian Erb on the tackle for the Rams. Good job, Ian. He's having a great defensive game tonight.
2nd and 7 as the S&K Painting third quarter clock ticks to 7:05 remaining here in this third frame. And I'm sure Mogadore content to let those seconds tick off as they have the 6-point lead. Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard says Wildcats 13 and Rams 7.
Ursuline still in the third quarter, up 6-0. It's a knockdown drag out with Villa Angela St. Joseph Vikings.
Shotgun. Zeke Cameron under center, hands it off to the up man, and he went absolutely nowhere as that was Chad Westfall losing a yard. It'll be 3rd and 8.
That was a good job. I believe on the tackle there was not only Ian Erbigan, but it looked like Bryce Rohrman also on the tackle for the Rams. Good job. They read it all the way.
So 3rd and 8. Ball right in the middle of the field at the 32-yard line of the Wildcats. They'll break the huddle in the shotgun. Sidecar left, trips left, tight end right. Cameron back to pass, looking right. He breaks the pocket. He's got green grass in front of him. Dives across the 40 for the first down.
Damn it.
Got to the 42-yard line on a gain of 10. Only needed 8. There's just no contain there at the second level for Mineral Ridge.
No, the offensive line for the Wildcats did a good job getting hats on hats. They just got to get guys out in space a little bit better. Linebacker was too far off. He was looking for the pass. They covered beautifully. That's why he took off.
Cameron's longest run of the game. Jumbo package 3 in the backfield. Cameron hands it off to Schlalage. Powering his way across the 50, breaks a tackle. 40. Monnier hauls him down inside the 45, inside the 35 of the Rams. In fact, they're going to put the ball down at the 32 on a 26-yard gain for Aaron Rumslage.
Yeah, when you get your hands on him, you got to bring him down right there. You cannot let him break those tackles on you. These boys are too good on the Rams side. Come on, let's go. Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard update. Canton South 23, West Branch 7. Struthers still up 14-11 on Menor Lake Catholic.
Cameron under center, 3 in the backfield, tight end right. Hands it off to the deep man, that's Constantine. It's upended by Caden McCune, but he does get about 5 yards, maybe even 6, down to the 26-yard line. It will be a gain of 6, 2nd and 4.
Yeah, that was a nice shot by number 16, lifting him up, putting him down. We got to get somebody to step up and get a turnover now.
4:34 and moving on that S&K Painting third quarter clock.
Another Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard update. Last one we have at half, Danville 14, Lowville 8.
Cameron under center, 3 in the backfield. Double tight end, hands it off to Rumschlag, cutting across the middle, gets upended as he gets across the 20. He'll get the first down, but vicious looking tackle.
Ethan Pemberton threw that tackle. Great job coming up and filling, putting some heat on him.
But unfortunately, a gain of 9.
Zach Stacy checking in.
Sorry, gain of 8 down to the 18-yard line.
Zach checking in for Bryce Rohrman, getting a little more meat on that defensive line and a fresh man.
1st and 10. Another 3 in the backfield. Double tight end. Cameron under center. Hands it off to the deep man. Put his head down and got to about the 15-yard line, waiting to see who actually had the ball. Cole Reese on the carry for the gain of 3. So 2nd and 7 upcoming for the Wildcats. 3:30 now and moving on that S&K Painting third quarter clock.
Come on, guys. You got to shut them down here. Don't let them get any more points on the board. We got to start putting more up.
Cameron under center. Double tight end, 3 in the backfield. Cameron checks with the sideline. Comes back under center. 4 seconds on the play clock. Pitches it right. Running toward the corner, and there's a couple of flags on the play as Reese gets into the end zone. But this one in the area of holding.
Yeah, there was a huge hold on the right side of that line. I think that was 55 again for Mogadore. It looked like it was Trevor Hinkle, the defender, the offensive, I think he's the guard.
So holding actually on Chad Westfall, one of the running backs.
Yeah. Well, I saw a hold on the line as well. So we had 2 guys then.
So they're going to bring it back to the 25-yard line on the 10-yard penalty. Still 2nd down for the Wildcats, 2nd and 17.
They're doing things to help the Rams. They got to try and get the ball back.
Shotgun for Cameron. Two in the backfield. Man comes in motion. That's Leonard. He takes the pitch. He's going to look to pass. Instead, it got broken up. Now he got toward the line of scrimmage. Thrown toward the goal line. Intercepted by Julian Rossi. Rossi has to bring it out as he wasn't in the end zone. Gets across the 5-yard line as Leonard made a very poor decision to let go of that football. And honestly, Matt, he may have been across the 25, which was the line of scrimmage, but I don't think Mineral Ridge is going to care very much as they go to the kitchen and take their third turnover of the game out of the oven.
What did I just say a couple seconds ago? I said somebody's got to step up and get a turnover. That's what happened. You got to depend on your fellow next to you. Great job. 3 turnovers, but they got to get some points now off of these turnovers.
Ball at the 6-yard line for Mineral Ridge. 2:44 on the S&K Painting third quarter clock. Decker in the shotgun. High snap, gets it to Russell. Got tackled in the backfield. Falls forward, maybe going to lose 1. They're going to mark him at the 5. Second and 11.
Just like last week with the high snap over Russell's head on the punt that led to the safety. Got to get that stuff under control.
Ridge going to stay, looks like in the same formation. 3 wide receivers. Herb behind Shingledecker. Russell actually going to move up now. Is going to be a wing, kind of a tight end in the backfield. Here's going to hand it off to Herb. Little counter action across the 5, across the 10, 15, 20, and ripped out of bounds at about maybe the 22-yard line. 17-yard gain for Ian Herb, his biggest run of the night.
Yeah, when you need to get something done, you lean on your leaders and your captain, and he did a great job. He's been playing lights out on defense. Now he's turning up the heat on O.
Thank you for turning up the heat in the press box, by the way. It's very comfortable.
Yes, yes.
Shotgun, 3 wide receivers, twins left. Sidecar left is Herb. Russell also in the backfield as a wing. Herb takes the quick handoff, contacted immediately. Back at the 19-yard line, so we'll call it a loss of 3. Second and 13 upcoming for the Rams.
Sure darn close to a face mask on Ian. We have a Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard update. South Range now up 21-13 on Clearview. Pulling away a little bit, the defending state champs.
Second and 13 for Mineral Ridge. Shotgun, 3 wide receivers. Sidecar right is Herb. Shingledecker fakes the handoff. Thought about the pass. Now he's going to have to keep it. Across the 15, dives forward toward the 20. And looks like he only got to the 19.
And you have Brady Balestrino wide open. He's getting open quite often. They got to try and get the ball to him. They got to get their offensive line to block better. They're sending all kinds of heat from the ends every single play, and he's not having any time to set his feet and throw.
So unfortunately for Shingledecker, just back to the line of scrimmage, 3rd and 13. Shotgun snap, looking right, throwing right, over the head of Rossi, intercepted at the 45-yard line by Devin Graham. Fell down on the play as he either overshot Julian Rossi or underthrew Brady Balestrino. 10th interception of the season for Shingledecker.
Yeah, I don't know if he just wasn't looking in the right area. It went completely in the wrong direction. He threw it right to him. Really easy interception. You're giving them chances to get up on us even more. You got to stop making those stupid mistakes, guys.
Long throw for Shingledecker, too, as he was throwing to the far side of the field. Ball was at the far hash. He was trying to throw it back all the way across the field. And Graham caught it just outside the numbers. So 1st and 10. Jumbo package, Big Eye. They hand it to the middle back. That's Constantine. Gets through the hole across the 40 and down to the 38-yard line on a gain of 7 on 1st down, 2nd and 3.
Yeah, he's just still hitting that A-gap just like a rocket. He's getting handed off. Boom, before the defensive line even get to him. They got to start stunning them, pinching them to the inside because that's where they're running the ball.
Wildcats break the huddle. Double tight end, 3 in the backfield. Hands it to the deep back. That's Leonard. Little bobble as he gets the corner across the 30, pushed out of bounds by Julian Rossi. And I think they're going to mark him at the 28-yard line. So a gain of 10 and a 1st down for the Wildcats.
Have some more Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard updates. Ursuline Irish still in a tight one with Villa Angela St. Joe's 6-0. Canton South 23, West Branch 7. South Range 21, Clearview 13. Danville 14, Lowville 8.
Wildcats break the huddle. 11 seconds left in the third quarter. Cameron under center, 3 in the backfield. Hands it to the middle back. That's Rumschlag. Gets across the 25, falls down at about the 24, maybe the 23. And that is where we will end the third quarter. Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard says Mogadore 13 and Mineral Ridge 7 will step aside for 60 seconds. You're listening to the Burdick Spectrum Block High School Football Game of the Week here on City View Sportscast for the iMedia One Network and WRQX AM 600, a Salem Youngstown, a Cumulus media station.
SNK, painting your house today. SNK, painting your house
SNK Painting provides exceptional painting and refinishing services to the Mahoning Valley and surrounding communities by being an industry leader in our field, focusing on customer service and delivering extraordinary results. We offer interior and exterior painting, and we specialize in cabinet refinishing with affordable cabinet solutions. Call SNK Painting for your free estimate at 330-505-1910.
SNK, painting your house today.
Shining Stars Dance and Baton in Niles, Ohio is home to state, regional, national, and international world champions. They offer a wide variety of classes for ages 2.5 and up for boys and girls. Celebrating over 31 years in business, the excellent staff of instructors will help take your baton twirling skills to the next level. Shining Stars would like to wish all the cheerleaders, dance line, band, feature twirler Amira, and players a successful season. Go Rams!
Now back to the Beduricks Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week on City View Sportscast.
2nd and 5 for the Wildcats. They'll give it to the deep back. That's Cole Reese. He gets the first down inside the 15-yard line, down to about the 13, maybe the 12. No, we'll call it the 13 on a gain of 10 on 2nd and 5. As Matt, a Mogadore touchdown here could really put the Rams in trouble.
Yeah, it could put them in big trouble because they're just not putting any more points up. They've had 3 turnovers now, but nothing off of them. You got to get something going.
Cameron under center, 3 in the backfield. Deep back is Reese, and he's going to get the handoff. Got submarined by Corey Squirk in the backfield, but dove forward for a gain of 2 down to the 11.
Got to start, like I said, they got to focus on that A gap. Any side, both sides, the left or the right off of that center, they love hitting the hole right there. Try and put a little more, maybe change up where Chase Moore is, switch him up with Bryce Rohrman.
Wildcats in the wing tee, coming in motion is Westfall to the right. Pitch to the right to Reese. Has the corner across the 10. Steps out of bounds near the 6, maybe across the 5. See, looks like maybe they're going to give him the 4. So gain of 7, 3rd and 1. Wildcats break the huddle. Cameron under center. 3 in the backfield. Hands it off to Constantine around the right edge. Matt, I don't know if he got there.
I don't think he did.
I think they held him to no gain. It's 4th down.
I agree. 4th down. This could be huge for them. Just blooded. Send the house. Everybody. Just bring it on. You know they're running the ball. Quick Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard update. Struthers now up 21-11 on Menor Lake Catholic. Wow, the Wildcats have come to play.
All right, here we go. Cameron under center. 3 in the backfield. Deep back is Reese. Turns, hands it off. Reese got wrapped up by Zach Stacy in the backfield. Loss of 1. Turnover on downs.
Yes, Zach Stacy, good job. They put the big man in there. I said they need a little bit of beef. Beast Lineman of the Year award winner getting in there. Huge 4th down play. Good job, Rams.
10:15 left on the SNK Painting 4th quarter clock. Mineral Ridge, 95 yards away from pay dirt, though.
They got to get some points now. They just have to get something going. They cannot keep giving the ball back. I am just blown away by the Struthers Wildcats, up 21-11 on Mentor Lake Catholic.
Herb checking the wristband as it's Shingledecker in the shotgun snap. Russell and Herb in the backfield, 3 wide receivers. High snap, but Shingledecker gets it down, got it to Herb. He bobbled it a little bit, came to the 5. Now he's coming to the near side, gets just across the 5 and wrestled down. Looks like they're going to give him the 9. They're going to give him the 9, a gain of 4, but Matt, boy.
Again, the high snap, that's been happening all year long. That's something they're going to have to work on next season, getting that snap down. I don't care how long you keep that center out. You work him till they get lower.
Shotgun, 3 wide receivers. Russell and Herb in the backfield. It's Russell with the handoff off the left guard. Ripped it down by Rumschlag. Threw him across the 15-yard line. That should be a first down.
Yeah, it is. And we have another Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard update. The Ursuline Irish now up 13-0 on the Villa Angela St. Joseph Vikings. Let's go Irish.
So the ball is just across the 15, which of course is good enough for a first down. 1st and 10. Mineral Ridge.
Danville up 20-8 now on Lowville, pulling away.
Looks like the Rockets season may be coming to a close. Of course, they gave this Mineral Ridge team everything they could want. As here, hand off to Bryce Warman. He's going to put his head down and push the pile forward for a gain of maybe 2.
South Range pulling away 2, now up 28-13 on Clearview. Canton South 23, West Branch 7.
They do give Warman the 17-yard line, so 2nd and 8 upcoming for Mineral Ridge. As it's Warman, sidecar to the right, as Jacob Russell's getting a blow on the sidelines. Here's Shingledecker running the option. Going to keep it himself, puts his head down, falls across the 20. They're going to give him the 21 on a gain of 4. 3rd and 4 upcoming.
They've got to start throwing the pass a little bit earlier instead of going run, pass. And they're making it easy for the Wildcats knowing what's coming. Throw one early, get them off, back on their heels. They know what's coming.
Matt, you're right. I don't know if we've seen a first down pass all night out of Mineral Ridge, except for maybe the first play of the second half.
Yeah.
Shotgun, 4 wide receivers, trips left, sidecar to the right is Rorman. Shingledecker looks left, throws left.
He got it.
Holding by Ian Erb at the 27-yard line, a gain of 6. They needed 4. First down, Mineral Ridge.
Yeah, he did a great job. Your best players step up in situations like this. You got 8 minutes and 9 seconds left on the clock. They got to get some points. Remember that 1 point, that could be huge if they get 7 here.
Shotgun, 3 wide receivers, 2 in the backfield. Shingledecker gets the snap, hands it off to Erd, off right guard. Falls forward to the 29-yard line, gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
They got to pay attention to this clock, too. It's ticking away, a lot of precious time. They have to get some points off of this drive.
Almost mandatory at this point, Matt. No huddle for Mineral Ridge. They kind of just come back to the line of scrimmage, stay in the same formation, check with me. 2 in the backfield, Russell and Erb, and it's going to be Russell. Gets a hole up the middle. Ankle tackle by Graham right in the middle, but he falls forward near the first down. In fact, I think they're going to give it to him at the 38-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 9.
They got to keep this up. Just give it to them. Offensive line is starting to come into their own again. You get into the 4th quarter, that's when the big boys start getting into their own. They got to keep opening these holes.
Russell and Erb in the backfield, 3 wide receivers. Balestrino and Pemberton to the near side. But here's a handoff to Erb, puts his shoulder down, gets to the 40 on a gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
They got to get this 7 here. Now, remember, if they can get into the end zone, it's that 1 point difference, baby.
2nd and 8, ball just across the 40-yard line. Shotgun, 3 wide receivers. Russell takes the handoff on the counter. No, check that. Shingledecker kept it. Gets across the 50, first down, 45-yard line of Mogadore. Owen Shingledecker with these play-action fakes. I thought Jacob Russell had it. Of course, he had a huge hole up the middle, too.
Yeah,
but still, Shingledecker, a nice gain of about 16 yards.
Last week, you weren't here, Matty. He ran more yards than he's had all season long against the Rovers of Rootstown. He can run it when they open the holes. Great fake, I agree.
Shotgun, 3 wide receivers. Sidecar to the left is Herb. Herb takes the handoff. Big hole off the right guard. He'll get 5 yards down to the 39-yard line.
That's all they need to do. I'm starting to see some of those defensive linemen for the Wildcats are starting to look tired. Number 88 is looking a little tired.
2nd and 5. Ball at the 39-yard line. Shotgun, 3 wide receivers. Hands it off to Russell. Off left guard.
There you go.
Falls forward to the 35-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 4, 3rd and 1.
They are getting tired. You can see it. Their heads are starting to get down. They're starting to get that kind of droopy look. Whenever you see it, that's where you run the ball at.
5:25 and moving on the S&K Painting 4th quarter clock. Mineral Ridge trails by 6. Shotgun, 3 wide receivers, 2 in the backfield. Hand off to Herb. Gets blown up in the backfield. He's going to lose 2 back to the 47. It'll be 4th and 3.
You got to send Balestrino up here on the right side. He's wide open. 8 is looking tired. Send it to Balestrino.
4th down for Mineral Ridge.
8 keeps holding his right arm, too.
Shotgun. Sidecar left is Herb. Rohrman's in the backfield, too. Shingledecker checks with the sidelines. 3 wide receivers. Twins to the right are Balestrino and Pemberton. 5 on the play clock. Shingledecker's got to go. Gets the snap. Looks right. Throws right, looking for Pemberton. Double coverage, incomplete.
Hey, it's better that they didn't get it picked. That's all right. Damn.
So, turnover on downs.
My bad. I thought that was 3rd. I was off. That's my fault. I'll admit it on air. I don't care. Damn it.
Timeout, Wildcats. We'll take it with them back in 30 seconds here on City View Sportscast and 30 RQX AM 600.
Shining Stars Dance and Baton in Niles, Ohio is home to state, regional, national, and international world champions. They offer a wide variety of classes for ages 2.5 and up for boys and girls. Celebrating over 31 years in business, the excellent staff of instructors will help take your baton twirling skills to the next level. Shining Stars would like to wish all the cheerleaders, dance line, band, feature twirler Amira, and players a successful season. Go Rams!
Now back to the Bedurix Butcher Block High School football game of the week on City View Sportscast.
Back inside SIBO Stadium. Mineral Ridge had a 13-play, 58-yard drive, but it stalled out at the Mogadore 37-yard line. They turned it over on downs.
They were having such a great drive.
And the big play there, Matt, is Ian Erb gets blown up for a 2-yard loss on 3rd and 1.
Yeah, that's when I lost. That's when I lost count of the downs there, and damn it, they had it there. They were putting it all together. Now they got to do strip the ball, get that ball out of there. They're talking about throwing one long. They're going to try and hit them right here, guaranteed. They're trying to go long on them. They're also milking they want to milk the clock, baby. Yeah, what's taking so long?
The back judge is holding his hand up.
He's fixing the clock, that's why.
Say, I thought it said 4:02, now it says 4:22.
Yeah, he's fixing that. It was moving while they were down there, I think.
Our referee talking things over with Ian Erb. All right, I think we're ready. Referee signals ready to play. 1st and 10 Wildcats, ball at their own 37-yard line.
Keep in mind the Wildcats will be trying to milk this clock now.
Cameron, under center, 3 in the backfield. Hands it off to Constantine, off right tackle. Big gain. They're going to mark him at the 4-yard line. Gain of 7 on first down.
They got to start bringing a little bit of heat off of those edges. I'm telling you, they're going to go back in the pass. Obviously, they want to try and establish the run to milk that clock. They have to shut that down first. I'm telling you, though, I have a feeling he's going to put one up on them.
Well, Matt, I think 3 first downs, maybe 4, can end this game. Pitch to Reese. Got the corner. Across the 50. And goes out of bounds at the Mineral Ridge 47-yard line. Gain of 9 and a first down for the Wildcats.
The only thing good is that they got out of bounds. Stop that clock. 3:41 left in the game. They got to try and get that ball back somehow.
1st and 10 Mogadore. Ball at the Mineral Ridge 47. Hands it off to the deep back. That's Reese. Off right tackle. Big gain. 35 down to the 30.
Oh, man.
17-yard gain and a first down for Mogadore. Timeout Mineral Ridge. We'll keep it right here. Matt, you are a lineman. What's going through your head? What's going through their heads right now?
Right now, they have just got to try to, number one, stop that bleeding coming through that offensive line. They've got to either try to stunt into the inside, starting on the outside with those defensive linemen, bring the linebackers up a little bit and shut down those gaps. They're going through them like cheese right now, especially over the right side of that offensive line. I don't know who they have over there right now, but they are just really coming into their own on the right side of that offensive line. You just have to try and take legs out. If you can't get through and get penetration or make a tackle, take legs, grab them, make a big pile so they have nowhere to run. They got to shut those gaps down.
Saw South Range now up 35-13 on Clearview as we take a quick check at the Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard. Here it says Mogadore 13 and Mineral Ridge 7. Mogadore, ball at the Ridge 30, 1st and 10 as they're trying to kill the clock. Cameron hands it off to the middle back. That's Constantine. He gets across the 30, gain of 1, maybe 2. Timeout Mineral Ridge.
Yeah, South on that Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard update, as you just said, South Range 35, Clearview 13. Also, Ursuline 13-0 on Villa Angela St. Joseph. Canton South, the last score we have was halftime 23-7 on West Branch. The last score we also had on the Struthers Menor Lake Catholic game is Struthers 21, Lake Catholic 11. That's a huge game.
So they put the S&K Painting fourth quarter clock at 3:24. Sounds like it didn't stop right away.
And also Danville up 20-8 on Lowville. I'd love it if they would update these scores because some of them are way behind.
2nd and 9 upcoming for the Mogadore Wildcats as they try to salt this one away.
I have another Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard update. Canton South now up 30-13 on West Branch. Menor Lake Catholic scoring a little bit. Struthers 21, Menor Lake 18. Danville 26, Lowville 15.
So that's still a 2-score game. Struthers trying to hang on against Menor Lake Catholic.
I hope they can.
Wildcats break the huddle. Jumbo package overload to the right, single back is Constantine. He takes the toss. He'll go right, gets across the 30, across the 25. Did he go out of bounds at the 20-yard line?
Looks like he did.
But he needed 9, and he got 9. First down, Mogadore.
3:19 left in the fourth quarter. Zach Stacy going back in.
1st and 10, Wildcats.
Taking Matt Monnier out. They got to try to get the ball back. They got to strip.
Cameron under center. 3 in the backfield. Hands it off to the middle back. That's Rumschlag off the left side. Pushes his way forward for 5. And Brian Shaner is going to use his last timeout.
The only thing you can do right now is depend on your stars, on your seniors, your best players, whoever, be it a sophomore, a freshman, a junior, a senior. Somebody has got to make that play. Strip it, get it, and bring it down the field like last week against the Rovers when Jacob Russell stripped that ball and scored.
So Mineral Ridge out of timeouts. Mogadore has 2. Matt, as I'm doing the math in my head, if they don't get the first down on this play, there's still a chance. But I think one more first down is just about going to do it.
No more timeouts. They can especially really milk that clock, too.
Wildcats break the huddle. Cameron under center, double tight end, 3 in the backfield. Hands it off to the middle back. That's Rumschlag. Gets a gain of 2, no further.
You know, what really hurt the Rams was that last series that they were just driving down. If they could have got 7, they'd be up 1 point. Such a close matchup. Just some mental errors, some mistakes made, and they would be either up or at the very least tied with this team.
3rd and 2. Check that, 3rd and 3, ball at the 13.
Usually 3 turnovers is has a team up on them. They're lucky that they're still up.
Single back overload to the right. Constantine gets the pitch. Big hole. Gets across the 10. Ball's on the ground. It came back across the 10. It's going to be 4th down. But Mogadore got the recovery.
They're lucky. They almost got the ball back. Big 4th down now. They got to hold them here. This is the game.
4th and 1.
This is the game, guys.
Inside of 2 minutes, 1:57 and moving on the SNK Painting 4th quarter clock.
Come on, guys. Pull down.
I think that Mogadore is probably going to let the play clock wind down, take a timeout. I mean, if you kick the field goal, you make it, game's practically over.
Yeah.
So timeout Mogadore, just as the play clock was expiring, 1:40 left in regulation.
Damn, that was their chance. That ball popped out. They just missed it. Damn it.
So 1 timeout left for the Wildcats. Again, 1:40 left on the SNK Painting 4th quarter clock. Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard says Mogadore 13, Mineral Ridge 7. So, Matt, if you are Matt Adorney, do you kick it and risk a block, or do you trust this rushing offense that has put together 242 yards on the game and try to end it?
I would give it to my ball carrier and try and get that 1 yard. They're going to try and draw them off sides at the very least. Watch the ball, guys. Watch the ball.
Wildcats break the huddle. Overload to the right. Single back is Constantine. Cameron with the hard count.
See?
And
now they're going to kick it.
They can't call back-to-back timeouts. The ball has to be put back in play. Right? Because they called a timeout. Now, if Mineral Ridge had a timeout, they could have taken another, but you can't take back-to-back timeouts.
In high school, you can.
Can you?
Yes.
Okay. Because I know that's the rule in the NFL.
No, this is high school.
Okay.
Yeah, they can. That's okay. I understand the confusion.
That's
No, yeah.
seems off to me.
It would be nice if it was that way, but high school, you can take all of your timeouts one after another if you want.
All right, so it's still 4th and 1. 1:40 left on the SNK Painting 4th quarter clock.
Come on, D. Let's go. They're going to run it right up the gut. They got that overload to the right again. No, they don't. They switched it to the left side.
3 in the backfield. Coming in motion is Westfall. Cameron
Get that
to
ball.
Rumschlag, got the corner, 10, 5. Did he get to the end zone? Did he get out of bounds?
He got a touchdown.
I think they're marking him at the 1, but it hardly matters because with the first down, Mogadore can kneel on it and end the game. Officials are talking about it. They are going to mark him out at the 1.
Okay.
As in-house, they said it was Constantine with the ball. I could have swore it was 47. But a gain of 10 on 4th and 1. So they put the ball down inside the 1. We'll see if Mogadore goes for the score, if they just kneel on it.
They're going for it.
Cameron under center. Quarterback sneak. Touchdown. Zeke Cameron, the 1-yard touchdown run, is going to put this one on ice for the Mogadore Wildcats.
You know, I just want to say, you know, it's very obvious to anyone who was here at this stadium tonight that the Rams absolutely could have won this game. They had many opportunities. Unfortunately, it just didn't go in their favor. You know, it's heartbreaking. You have 9 seniors here who are going to be graduating, and this is how that they're going to go out. But we can't forget they set a record for their football team this year, being historic in nature of getting to the 3rd round of the playoffs.
Mogadore going to go for 2. Cameron in the shotgun. He's back under immediate pressure from Zach Stacey's. He rolls to the right, looking to the back of the end zone. It's caught. I believe that is Lane Miller catching the 2-point conversion. So as we check the Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard, Mogadore 21, Mineral Ridge 7. Going to step aside for 30 seconds. You're listening to the Badurks Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week on CityView Sportscast and WRQX AM 600.
Jesse's Dairy Cove is a hometown favorite, located at 3743 State Route 46, across from the gazebo in Mineral Ridge. Enjoy all of your favorite ice cream. We have over 32 hard scoop and over 40 soft serve favorites. We also have a large food menu, including homemade chili sauce, sloppy joes, pulled pork, fresh cut French fries, and mac and cheese. This fall, we'll start our homemade cookie and party trays. Visit our website at jessesdairycove.com to see our menu. At Jesse's Dairy Cove, we appreciate your business and wish good luck to the Rams.
WRQX, Salem, Youngstown, Warren. We are AM 600, The Patriot, a Cumulus media station.
Now back to the Badurks Butcher Block High School Game of the Week on CityView Sportscast.
A 10-play, 63-yard drive. Took about 2:45 off the clock, ends in a 1-yard touchdown run for Zeke Cameron. And Mogadore has a 14-point lead with 90 seconds left in regulation. Constantine with our Youngstown Orthopedic Associates kickoff. Low line drive. Caught by Shingledecker at the 25-yard line. Gets across the 40, out to the 45. A very nice return for Owen Shingledecker. So he caught that one on a line drive.
It'd be great if they could get some points real quick, get Brady Balestrino a nice long pass, score, and then kick that onside kick. You might have a situation. You never know. It's happened before.
You know, in-house, they say that the returner was Julian Rossi, so we'll say that their eyes are better than mine. So 1st and 10 for Mineral Ridge, ball at their own 45. Shingledecker in the shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Looks right, throws right, pass caught by Pemberton. Puts his shoulder down. He got the first down at least. That will stop the clock. But you're right, Matt. He should have tried to get out of bounds.
Agreed. You got to keep that in your mind. See, it's these little things that they're not doing is why that they're down right now.
Gain of 11. Shingledecker looks left, throws left, pass batted down at the line of scrimmage by Nick Stevenson, incomplete.
Yeah, that's 6'5" junior. Have a Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard update. As I said, Ursuline would probably pull away in the second half. The Irish 27, Villa Angela St. Joseph nothing.
Shotgun 4 wide receivers. Sidecar to the right is Russell. Shingledecker back to pass. He's going to keep it, bringing it forward, makes a man miss, gets across the 40, heads toward the sideline, doesn't get there as he's wrestled down by Westfall at the 35. He's a yard short of the first down.
Canton South 30, West Branch 14, Struthers 21, Lake Catholic 18.
Shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Sidecar right is Russell. Shingledecker looks left, rolling left. Hold down on the sack is Nick Stevenson as we are inside of 30 seconds.
Danville 34, Lowellville 15, and South Range 41, Clearview 13. So as of it looks right now, 3 teams might be going on.
4th and 6. Shingledecker back to pass. Looking right, throwing right. Intercepted by Lane Miller at the 10-yard line. And that is just about going to do it. 2 seconds left in regulation. Mogadore just needs to come out in victory.
Very disappointing. They had a great season. First time in the 3rd round. They definitely had their chances. You know, what do you say? They just played a great game, played their hearts out this season. It just didn't go their way tonight. You had 3 turnovers, no points off of those 3 turnovers, unfortunately. And that one drive, they could have scored and went up by 1 point. It fizzled out. That's what did it, really.
Cameron takes the knee, and the clock hits 000 on the season for the Mineral Ridge Rams. Your final score here from SIBO Stadium in Salem, Mogadore 21 and Mineral Ridge 7. We're going to step aside for a timeout, and when we come back, we'll have the post-game show here on City View Sportscast for the iMedia One Network and WRQX AM 600.
Shining Stars Dance and Baton in Niles, Ohio is home to state, regional, national, and international world champions. They offer a wide variety of classes for ages 2.5 and up for boys and girls. Celebrating over 31 years in business, the excellent staff of instructors will help take your baton twirling skills to the next level. Shining Stars would like to wish all the cheerleaders, dance line, band, feature twirler Amira, and players a successful season. Go Rams!
Jesse's Dairy Cove is a hometown favorite, located at 3743 State Route 46, across from the gazebo in Mineral Ridge. Enjoy all of your favorite ice cream. We have over 32 hard scoop and over 40 soft serve favorites. We also have a large food menu, including homemade chili sauce, sloppy joes, pulled pork, fresh cut French fries, and mac and cheese. This fall, we'll start our homemade cookie and party trays. Visit our website at jessesdairycove.com to see our menu. At Jesse's Dairy Cove, we appreciate your business and wish good luck to the Rams.
W&M Quality Roofing, LLC is an insured and bonded Mahoning Valley family-owned roofing business. At W&M, we treat your roof and home as if it's our very own. Give us a call at 330-647-0610 for a free estimate. Did you get damage from the latest storm? We also offer financing and specialists for insurance claims. For professional and efficient service, call W&M Quality Roofing at 330-647-0610.
Action Physical Therapy is a locally owned outpatient physical therapy company serving the Mahoning Valley for over 20 years. With 5 convenient locations in Hubbard, Cortland, Kinsman, Salem, and Mineral Ridge. Action Physical Therapy can handle all of your physical therapy needs. Action Physical Therapy will create a unique plan made specifically for you. Call us at 1-8333-BEST-PT to schedule your evaluation today. Check us out at myactionpt.com. Get back in action with Action Physical Therapy, and as always, go Rams.
Now back to the Beduricks Butcher Block High School football game of the week on City View Sportscast.
Back inside SIBO Stadium. Matt Lipsack and Matt Emsch here with you for the post-game show. Your final score here tonight in the Region 21 semifinal. Mogadore 21 and Mineral Ridge 7. Punts for both squads on their opening possessions, and then a 10-play, 84-yard drive by Mogadore leads to a touchdown. That drive included a fake punt. Mineral Ridge comes right back, goes 9 plays, 74 yards for a touchdown, 19-yard touchdown pass from Owen Shingledecker to Ian Erb. Mogadore went into the half with a 13-7 lead after they missed an extra point on their next touchdown, and we had no scoring at all in the third quarter. We came to the fourth. Mineral Ridge was driving, looked like they were going to push it in, maybe go ahead by a point after that mixed extra point, but their drive stalled at the 37-yard line of the Wildcats. Mogadore goes the length of the field to make it 21-7. Quarterback sneak by Zeke Cameron from 1 yard out to make it 21-7. And that was our final score here this evening. Mineral Ridge got 3 interceptions at the goal line against the Mogadore Wildcats, but 0 points off of those turnovers. And Owen Shingledecker ended with an interception as well. Mogadore put the ball on the ground on that final drive before they scored the touchdown, but they got the recovery. And that was maybe the last gasp for the Mineral Ridge Rams. As let's take a look at some statistics here from the game. We'll start with Mogadore. 14 carries for Cole Reese for 99 yards. Aaron Rumschlag, 10 carries for 78 yards and a touchdown. Austin Constantine, 14 carries for 48 yards. Corey Leonard, 5 carries for 18 yards. Zeke Cameron, 5 carries for 3 yards and a touchdown. Zeke Cameron was 6 for 8 passing for 62 yards, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions, because the third interception was thrown by Corey Leonard on a halfback pass. Leonard was 1 for 2 passing for 34 yards. He completed the pass on the fake punt, and he was the cause of one of those interceptions at the goal line. Receiving, Devin Graham, 2 catches for 87 yards and a touchdown. He was the leader for the Wildcats. Rushing statistics for Mineral Ridge. Jacob Russell, 13 carries for 59 yards. Ian Erb, 14 carries for 56 yards. Owen Shingledecker, 7 carries for 56 yards. Shingledecker was 6 for 16 passing, a touchdown, and an interception. Brady Balestrino, 0 for 1 passing. Ian Erb, 3 catches for 27 yards and a touchdown. Ethan Pemberton, 2 catches for 18 yards. Brady Balestrino, 1 catch for 17 yards. The 3 interceptions for Mineral Ridge on defense belong to Ian Erb, Brady Balestrino, and Julian Rossi. Let's take a look at the overall statistics from the game for Mogadore. 51 carries for 253 yards, 93 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown, again, 3 passing interceptions. For Mineral Ridge, 35 carries for 173 yards, 62 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, as Shingledecker also threw an interception in that third quarter. Matt, what can you say? This was the best season in Mineral Ridge history, and this senior class is going to be missed.
Yeah, they're going to be severely missed. You have Zach Stacy, the only 4-year letter winner who's leaving, won the Beast Lineman of the Year award. Then the most, in my opinion, and from his records and everything, Ian Erb, the most unbelievable athlete that's guaranteed to probably ever come through this school. And then you talk about all the other seniors. I mean, they all did so great. Landon Powell did such a great job kicking. Julian Rossi. You had Ethan Pemberton, Matt Monnier, Ian Erb again, Corey Squirrick, Caden McCune, Bryce Rorman, Trevor White, and Zach Stacy and Colin Campbell, all 9 of those seniors. They should be very proud. They helped lead this team to, as you just said, first time in school history, 3rd round of the playoffs. Hey, that scoreboard does not really say how close this game was. This was, as you said it before we came back on the air, a 1-score game. They had it right here, the opportunity to put it up 14-13. They could have won this game. Trust me when I tell you the Wildcats of Mogadore are leaving here. They're hurting. They're going to be feeling it, and they are feeling lucky that they got out of here with a win. They should be very proud. They played so amazingly. They had some tough losses in the regular season, but they came back, and they've been visitors in every single playoff game that they've been in, and they played with honor and with lights out intensity. They just made some mistakes tonight that came back to bite them against a better team. because they won. That's the only reason the Wildcats are better. The W got them that moniker. My opinion, the better team is going home tonight without a win. They had their opportunities. Good luck to Mogadore, though. They're going to make a run. They've got to probably face Kirtland next week. I don't know if Kirtland won, but I got to expect that they would. I'm going to miss these kids. You and I have watched every single game that they had this season, and it's extremely disappointing and heartbreaking to know that we're not going to have a game next week. I'm devastated that we're not going to be calling it together again. And, I want you to know that it's been an absolute pleasure. And I can't wait, next year to do it. It's just, it really sucks to know that we're not going to be calling a game next week. And I have this hole in my chest feeling like, we're just not going to be together. And I just, want everybody to know, this is your first year calling football. You've done an incredible job. This is my first year back to football in almost 3 years. And I'm with a new program with the Mineral Ridge Rams, and I could not be happier. I'm proud of my Ursuline Irish that they're going to move on, but I was also a Mineral Ridge Ram this season, and I bleed black and orange as well. And I'm proud that we followed them, and I'm proud to say that we're going to be following them the next 3 years after this one. And there are great things on the horizon for this program. One of the best coaching staffs in the state of Ohio, in my opinion. And they have these young guys coming up, and they are going to be incredible. And with that, if you don't mind, we're going to pick our last players of the game. I know they probably don't want to have that after this loss, but they're going to get it. On offense, we're going to give it to Brady Balestrino. And then on defense, we're going to give it to Ian Erb. He played great with an injured knee. And congratulations to them, and congratulations to the coaching staff on a great season.
The last Ram on the field is Ian Erb. As you can tell, he just does not want it to end. What a career he had for these Mineral Ridge Rams. What a season he had. As I take a look at my incredibly unofficial statistics for Ian, I have him at 211 carries for 1,327 yards. So that's over 6 yards a carry for Ian. 25 rushing touchdowns, 5 receiving touchdowns, and a defensive touchdown for Ian Erb. I believe we were told if he got one more touchdown, he was going to break some sort of Mineral Ridge record. We never found out if it was a total touchdown, if it was a rushing touchdown, but 31 total touchdowns for Ian Erb.
Incredible.
What a season. And obviously, just did not want it to end, but end it must. And Matt, thank you for all the kind words. It was an absolute pleasure calling football here with you from Mineral Ridge this season.
Thank you.
I had a blast. I can't wait to come back next year, but I have a ton of work to do between now and then because the Youngstown Phantoms are only 25% of the way through their season. So you can hear me on Western Reserve Radio all season long. For doing the Phantoms home games. Phantoms will next be home on Black Friday to take on Team USA. For Matt Emsch, my name is Matt Lipsack. Thank you for tuning into the Bedurks Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week here on City View Sportscast all season long. Thank you to our friends over on WRQX AM 600 for
Thank you also to the Salem athletic director, Matt Herman, for letting us call the game here as well. Sorry there, Matt.
All right, we're going to wrap it up here. Your final score one more time. Mogadore 21 and Mineral Ridge 7. The Wildcats move on to the Region 21 final. Sound out. Fade to black.
We thank you for joining us for this special presentation of the iMedia One Network, and we now return you to your regularly scheduled programming. thank you for joining us for this special presentation of the iMedia One Network, and we now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
The storks are bringing me a baby brother! We can do this together!
All right, let's go. Storks know how to keep kids safe. Do you? What?
Oh my gosh, you don't know!
I know.
You don't! Oh man, you laugh when you're uncomfortable.
No. Making sure your child is in the right car seat is one of the steps to safer travel.
I will rock this!
You will rock this! To know for sure that your child is in the right car seat for their age and size, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat. Cool. Very cool. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
It's important to plan ahead for emergencies, like the storm. When it kicked in, we had a plan.
Separated.
We were able to get in touch with each other in no time.
Idea how to find each other.
The whole experience was
the
fine.
most frightening 10 hours of my life.
If there's one piece of advice I'd offer other moms out there, it's to stay calm and keep to the plan.
Some parents plan ahead, some don't. Make sure you know where to find your family in an emergency. Start your plan at ready.gov. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
This is Jerry Snodgrass, Executive Director of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. One of my long-standing goals is to help people understand that high school sports are about so much more than wins and losses. The OHSAA promotes education-based athletics, where sports are an extension of the classroom. Our schools all want to win. There's no doubt about it. But at the end of the day, it's all about sportsmanship, leadership, and making certain that academics are a priority. Thank you for your support of high school sports in Ohio.
From high school to the pros and everything in between, you're listening to City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
This is Mario Andretti. You know me as a race car driver, but I'm also a Meals on Wheels volunteer. I've raced against the sport's biggest personalities, but I've never met more vibrant, amazing people than the seniors served by Meals on Wheels. You can make a difference by dropping off a hot meal and saying a quick hello. So, America, let's do lunch. Volunteer your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face, and posting on their feed, they're super ugly. The things they say to them online are cruel and they're not true. So tell your friend, I'll stand up for you. Don't worry, I know what to do.
Know someone being bullied online? You can be a witness and make a difference by letting the world know it isn't cool and by letting your friend know you care. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
WWE superstar Alberto Del Rio. Take one.
Behold the angry giant.
Try it again, Alberto.
Behold the angry giant.
Perfect. Good luck tonight.
Behold the angry giant.
Yay! Read me another one, Dad.
This is WWE superstar Alberto Del Rio. It only takes a moment to make a moment. Take time to be a dad today.
Visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Miss an episode of By All Means, and you could miss a lot.
I have the sound up, and I appreciate the guys that do the work now. But it is with great appreciation I see what the guys do, not only the announcers, but also the players. So we've had wonderful playoffs. I mean, single, double, triple overtime games. It's been fantastic.
By All Means, Tuesdays at 5, right here on Western Reserve Radio and streaming live on westernreserveradio.com.
Uh-oh. Picked off at the 14-yard line. And making the pick was Aiden Console out of Hilton, New York, 5'11", 180-pounder, and he'll get a return all the way up across the 35 to the 40-yard line, and that's where Team Underrated will take over on their next drive. Somebody lost their helmet out there.
There had to be a mix-up in what route was running because the receiver never really turned around and looked for the ball when that was in the air. I can't. The only person that actually knew where the ball was going to be, it appeared, was the safety. So that was a very interesting pass.
It looked to be
mix-up.
It looked to be Willie Brown out of the slot on the left side. Could have been Tayon Kane. But nonetheless, Console will get the interception and a return of, looks like 19 on the interception to take it to the 40-yard line. And here we go with a new quarterback into the game, Jake Hockey. Hockey, 6'3", 175-pounder out of Spanish Fork High School in Utah. His post-grad program is Bonneville Football Academy. He hands off to the running back and not able to get very much. Actually lost a half a yard. They're going to put it back at the 39, loss of a full yard on the running play up the middle. Running back in the backfield is Andrew Gordon. So a new quarterback. Hockey gets a chance to shine. Here's a pitch out, right side. Gordon gets the edge, 45, 46, and taken down there, helmeted down by James Banks, the defensive back for Team Exposure. It's a nice gain of 6, but it'll bring up 3rd and 4. So early on, some of the outside running plays are working, but trying to find running room in the middle, it's not there.
Well, I tell you what, the middle of this defense looks pretty sound right now. A lot of gap integrity, stuff that you actually would practice on a team for a long time to actually pull off. It's looking pretty solid out there, though.
2.5 minutes left to go here in the first period. Underrated facing 3rd and 4. They lead 6-0 over Exposure. Hockey gets the snap, throws left side, making the catch, then getting to the outside is Young, but he's not going to find any running room. Swarming to the football is Team Exposure's secondary and linebackers, and they do not allow Young to get the edge or cut back up in. He's going to lose 2 yards on the play, and it's going to bring up 4th and 6.
I think this Team Exposure got embarrassed on that first play, and everybody's playing really sound defense right now. The linebacker was his ability to actually keep his man in bounds, to actually be able to stop him from getting to that sideline, allowed for his other teammates to actually score.
They'll go for it on 4th and 6 and not punt the football. His Team Exposure has not been able to move on offense very easily. So take their chances on 4th and 6, and they got Team Exposure pulled offsides. Flag is out. Or are they? No. They're going to say that they had a chance to get back across because Underrated did not snap the football.
Uh-oh.
So
is this a...
They picked up the flag.
Oh.
And now a timeout is going to be called by Team Underrated. They thought they had them pulled off sides. The official said no, they had a chance to get back across the line. And the flag was picked up, and it's going to be 4th and 6. And the timeout comes with 1:11 left to go here in the first. 6-0. Team Underrated over Team Exposure. We'll keep it right here because I don't think they'll use the full minute here. I think Team Underrated just trying to get what they wanted to do. Their plan when they came out there on 4th down was to try and pull them off sides.
And they look like they succeeded, Jim. I'm still wondering if they actually got back on sides before that ball was snapped. To my eye, from this viewpoint, they did not. But the officials, they're on top of it. they see something different, and I'm not sure if there's instant replay to prove them wrong.
The only scoring play, Zach Wren, the quarterback for Underrated, a 75-yard touchdown pass to start the game. First play of the game. 4th and 6. Here's Hockey. Hockey will roll out to the right side, fake a throw, now try to run for it, doesn't get it. 47-yard line is all he got. Got 3, but he needed 6. So that will turn the ball over, and Exposure now will go out on the field and start from scrimmage at the opponent's 47-yard line.
It's going to be interesting. What's your 1-minute drill right now from the 50? You have enough time to pull this off. You need 3 key plays and then a couple of shots into the end zone. Let's see what they have. Let's see what Team Exposure's doing.
They'll come to the football. Looks like they're staying with Palmer right now at quarterback. And at running back, McInnes.
4 wide.
2 wide to either side. In motion goes Kane. They hand him the football. Cuts back inside. Now to the outside. And will only get about 3. He ran about 100 yards to get 3 up to the 44-yard line.
That play looked like it was breaking down, and he just made the best out of it. I'm not sure that was supposed to be a pitch, but it didn't look like the play.
Little jet sweep, yeah. It was, as you said, long developing and starting to break down, and he just
decided to take it upfield.
He did a good job of just getting the football into a positive situation and picking up the 3 yards. 2nd and 7 from the 44 of Underrated. And they are going with the 2 wide to either side each play now. Handoff. And able to get across the 40 to the 36. Another extra push to the 34-yard line. Nice running play off the left edge as a new running back into the game, Marcus Tollfree. Tollfree out of Wichita, Kansas.
That'll be it.
5'8", 169-pounder. He gets the first down, and if I'm not mistaken, that is only the 2nd first down of the game for Team Exposure. That'll end the quarter. As we move to the 2nd, it's 6-0. Underrated on top of Exposure in the 2022 Post-Grad Recruits Football All-Star Game. This is Sports Radio America.
Family. It looks a little different for everyone. For some, it's mom and dad. For others, roommates who feel like family. And for others, it's your significant other, their golfing buddies, your children, a high school soccer team starting lineup, and oh look, they're all taking you up on the offer to stay for dinner, really testing the limits of that phrase, the more the merrier. But no matter where you call home, Geico makes it easy to bundle and save on home and car insurance. Easier than making 3 frozen pizzas and assorted frozen veggies into a cohesive meal.
As you move forward, American Express has your back. Choose your color, gold or rose gold, and earn 60,000 membership rewards points with the American Express Gold Card. Plus 4 times points at U.S. supermarkets and up to $25,000 in purchases per year, and 4 times points at restaurants worldwide. Learn more about how the Gold Card can reward your everyday and your appetite for life. Explore this offer and the benefits at americanexpress.com/goldcard. Terms apply. American Express. Don't live life without it.
Care has the power to bring kindness where it's needed. It brings out the best in every one of us. It doesn't just see people. It takes time to understand them. It puts the needs of others ahead of its own. And when you start with care, you end up with a very different kind of bank. Truist. Truist Bank, member FDIC.
New puppy? Shop online at Chewy. Get food, beds, prescriptions, and more. We've got everything you need to welcome your new friend home. Plus, you get fast free shipping on orders over $49. Visit Chewy.com today.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
You are listening to Sports Radio America. Sports. Anytime, anywhere.
First play from scrimmage, second period, and a handoff as going under center for the first time in the game was quarterback Palmer. Turned around and gave it to Tollfree again. Tollfree off left tackle hip. Able to get up to the 30-yard line, gain of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd and 6. And a timeout called now by Exposure. So he wants, coach of Exposure wanting to get the team over there very quickly, get their calls ready. We'll keep it right here. 14:36 left to go in the second period. 6-0. Exposure behind as the very first play of the game, a 75-yard touchdown pass from the quarterback, Zach Wren. And we're still trying to get the correct name and number for the receiver who caught it. We don't have his information. Number 1 in the uniform, able to make the catch. He got behind the defense, able to sprint his way to the end zone after making the catch on the underthrown ball.
But, you know, that seemed to be the only breakdown in defense that we've kind of seen from that team. I mean, Team Underrated just decided to take advantage of the situation on that first play and caught Team Exposure off guard.
Palmer's going to throw on second down and underthrows his receiver out on the left side. That was Fjeldseth. Fjeldseth had a little spot there that he got a block on the inside receiver and could have maybe got up close to the first down, but quarterback not able to get enough on that as he felt pressure in the backfield. Palmer getting rid of it quickly.
I'll say this, the defensive lines for both of these squads look pretty solid. It's either that or the offensive lines haven't been able to work together enough to be able to hold the line.
So 3rd and 6 coming up now from the 30 of Underrated Exposure. And we have seen them already try on 1 4th down. Didn't get it. I would assume that they'll go for it again if they don't get it here on 3rd. 3rd and 6. Snap. Fake the handoff. Pump fake. And now Palmer, a receiver behind the defense, coming back to knock it away. The intended receiver was Willie Brown, but a nice job of recovering and knocking the pass away at the last moment by the defensive back. And I'm waiting for him to turn here. It's Barryon Schuler out of Sam Houston High School. Played his prep year at Oklahoma Wildcats Prep.
And he's a showman as well. He's a showman. Said, don't send that my way.
The receiver, Brown, had gotten behind the defense, was wide open, but the ball severely underthrown, which allowed Brown to come up and be able to make a play after recovering. Hit him right in the back of the head. 4th down and 6 from the 30. Got to get to the 24, and Exposure will go for it. Looking to throw is Palmer. Out of the pocket, he's sacked. And the ball comes free, and I think they're going to call it a fumble. They are. Palmer got rid of the ball and fumbled it. So instead of just taking the sack, almost a turnover, all the way back to the 42-yard line, loss of 12 on the play. And here's where Underrated gets good field position because of the good defensive play.
Yeah, that sack on 4th down, turnover on downs. But the fumble itself, may have put him back a couple more yards as well.
And their ears back, coming on 3rd and 6, thinking that Palmer would probably throw the football. Able to get to him. So the 42-yard line, that's where Underrated will now start with their possession, leading 6-0. We've played a minute and a half of the second quarter. Beautiful in December, Daytona, Florida.
Glad you could join me down here.
Oh, man.
You need to come down here a little bit more. That's why I'm down here.
No kidding. They're perfect. Nice cool afternoon, 78 degrees. Here's a pitch out to the left side as Hockey stays in at quarterback and just tried to pitch it out to Trent Johnson. Johnson able to get a couple before he's shut down up to the 44.
There hasn't been much movement of the football on 1st down for Team Underrated, except for that first drive,
which was basically a broken defensive scheme.
Yeah.
2nd and 8. Hockey will send one receiver in motion in Rodriguez. Low snap, picks it up, trying to make something happen. Out of nothing, he's going to lose yardage. If he would have just went forward when he first picked up the football, he would have got something. But Brandon Domer, the linebacker out of Legend, Colorado, was able to get to him, bring him down by the jersey. A loss all the way back to the 41. And it'll be 3rd and 11 now after the 3-yard loss. Not sure they'll count that as a sack, as the quarterback was trying to make a running play out of it after the low snap. So 3rd and 11 coming up for Underrated. We may not see another score in this game. Defense starting to really make their footprint known to each other. Snap, fumbled again. Hockey, sacked. Not able to get anywhere. All the way back at the 30-yard line.
In these type of games, Jim, and we do a lot of all-star games, in these type of games, it's important for both sides to be working together, but it's definitely important for the offense. The center to quarterback, that motion, people take it for granted. But, being under center or in shotgun, that has to be solid for that play to work. We've seen twice now, back-to-back, where it hasn't worked out for Team Underrated, and that's just a lack of practice.
Give the credit of the sack to Aiden Morgan. Big defensive lineman, 6'4", 260. First one back there to make sure Hockey couldn't go anywhere. And the punt now coming from Dawson Thompson. He'll spin the football, kick it straight up the elevator shaft, and shanked it over to the right side. And that's going to be a very short punt. Where did it go out? The 45-yard line. Woo. So a 15-yard punt for Thompson, and Exposure gets great field position once again after their defense gets a negative running play and then a sack on the quarterback, Hockey, of Underrated.
Team Exposure has been playing on their own half of the or the other half of the field. They've got to punch one in here, Jim. They've got plenty of opportunities.
So they'll stay with Palmer at the quarterback position for Exposure. Little jet sweep touch pass here. And able to get up the field is Tayon Kane out of Newtown, Maryland. And Kane, a nice gain on first down. It's going to set up second and short, 2nd and 3. Little jet sweep, but he cut it back inside at the hash, Spence.
Yeah, the blocks that are going on right now are pretty solid. But the integrity of this defense, both defenses really, to be able to hold people inside and not let them get outside of their defense. That's what's keeping this game to a one-score game.
See if they go back to a running play here. The running back is McInnes, right side of the quarterback, Palmer, and they'll give it to him. Left edge, running room. Gets across the 30 up to the 28 before he's taken down by the linebacker, Kevin Moore. Actually, the defensive lineman, Kevin Moore, out of Memphis, Tennessee. Played his prep school ball at Mississippi Prep. Does move the sticks, though. Just the second first down of the day for
the left tackle
Exposure.
For Team Exposure. He had such a good block on that. That's why that off-tackle play worked.
I'll have to double check that for you here in just a minute. Here's a running play that's not going to get anywhere. As a matter of fact, he's going to lose a yard as Palmer gave it once again to McInnes. And Team Underrated waiting for McInnes to get the football that time all the way back to the 29. It'll be 2nd and 11. At left tackle's Tyler Nordman.
Tyler, good job, man.
6'5", 295-pounder.
Solid, got inside the pads, kicked his man out, off tackle, worked perfectly.
He's down on the field for a moment before the game. Nordman just towers over you at 6'5". 2nd and 11 coming up for Palmer and Exposure here. This time the snap in his hands across the middle and knocked away. Good play by the linebacker, playing zone in the middle of the field. Sean Maxwell out of Montgomery, Alabama. 6'2", 220-pounder, just sitting in a zone in the flat. Stuck his paw up and got a good pass break up there.
Fantastic athleticism. You wanted to see a middle linebacker or somebody playing star with the ability to actually climb the ladder and knock those passes down. That's definitely necessary. going into the next level in the college.
He was not assigned a receiver there. The receiver was coming across the middle. He just happened to be in the area. So now 3 receivers over to the left side for Exposure on 3rd and 11. Palmer with a new running back with him in Toll-Free, but instead going to throw. Arm pump, now throws down the field, looking, and I believe a jump ball up here at the 7-yard line. I thought there was a receiver on the left side that was pushed down.
Yeah, I thought there was going to be some pass interference there.
That was Hale. Or check that. No, I'm sorry. Yarrick. Dalton Yarrick, 6 foot, 160 pounder out of Alabama, who was over on the left side down the sideline, got pushed down, but I don't think an official saw it.
Yeah. I think there's going to be a timeout here.
So with 8:33 left to go here in the second, 6-0 underrated with the lead. Defense is starting to take over. It's 4th and 11 for Exposure, and they will probably go for it.
You'd have to think, I mean, with all of the times that Exposure's been past the 50-yard line with plenty of opportunities, I'm kind of worried about their offense here. I know you don't get in these all-star games, you don't get a lot of time to practice with your teammates. I understand that. You may have a week, maybe less than that. But you got to be able to be a little bit more efficient in moving the ball. Go with what's working. We saw that off tackle work for a few yards. Run it back. Get some positive yards, getting a scoring position. However you think.
So Palmer on 4th and 11 will go for it. Waiting the snap. Movement up front and a flag. They're going to stop everything. That may have been an offsides on the defense. Coming across the line and touching up the center that time for Team Exposure was Anjani Jacobs.
Getting positive yards any way you can.
Check that. I'm sorry. Derwin Black coming across the line and getting the penalty for offsides. It won't be enough for a first down, but it does make it more manageable down to the 24, and where that will be 4th and 6 instead of 4th and 11. Now your playbook's a little bit more wide open. And Palmer awaits the snap. Shotgun snap comes to him. Time to throw across the middle. Tipped and then caught by Johnson. Or check that. No, Brown. Willie Brown makes the catch and gets enough for the first down. He was coming across the middle from right to left, tapped it. It went up in the air, able to regain control, and then make his way to the sideline where he steps out at around the 15-yard line. But a flag down back in the backfield, and something tells me this is going to come back.
Yeah, it looked like holding to me, Jim. The team didn't really have enough time. Team Exposure hasn't really had enough time to get off any deep passes. I think some of the offensive linemen are starting to get frustrated with that. And when you get frustrated on the offensive line, sometimes you hold. And sometimes you're trying to give enough time for your quarterback to get that play off, and sometimes you make that mistake.
So here is the call. It's a personal foul against Team Exposure. Now, they got to the 15. They picked up the first down. Here's where it gets weird. They have to go back to the 30 for the penalty of 15 yards, and now it's 1st and 10 from the 30. So they didn't make up a lot of ground, and they do get a first down after the result of the play will stand. And another flag and a whistle. And then more movement up front. Is it going to be offside, or is it going to be a false start? And the official says a substitution infraction against Team Exposure. So instead of 1st and 10, it'll be 1st and 15.
Seems like every time they do something right, they take one step forward and a few steps back.
8 minutes even left to go here in the second period. 6-0 underrated. And now Exposure trying to get a playoff, and they will. Handoff to the running back off the right edge, and he'll pick up a few yards, as that time it was Toll-Free taking the handoff. He'll get 2 up to the 33. had a different running back in there, and now they have to switch the running back out. They put an extra receiver in, does Exposure. 2 wideouts to either side. Toll-free still in the backfield with Palmer.
Let's see if this line can block.
2nd and 13.
This pass.
Defensive backs back up. Pressure over the middle.
Again.
Picked off at the 17-yard line. This time the pickoff is by Barryon Schuler, and he's going to get up the sideline all the way across the 40-yard line to the 43 before he's knocked out of bounds. Barryon Schuler. So that's the second time Palmer's been intercepted in this game.
Yeah, that offensive line, he's not getting enough time to actually make his reads. He gets to the first read, he gets to the second read, and by that second read, somebody's already barreling down on him. He's not comfortable back there, and that's why he's throwing these passes a little bit early, trying to just get it out of his hands and not take a sack. But they're leading their turnovers. 2 so far.
The return goes for 26 yards after the interception. This time by Schuler. So now we have Consall and Schuler, both with an interception for Team Underrated. They'll have the ball at their own 43. Wren's back in at the quarterback position for Team Underrated. He's got the 1 touchdown pass, the only score in this game. Snaps his hands, throws in the middle, tipped, incomplete. Off the hands of Malik Davis, the intended receiver, in the middle of the field at the Exposure 45-yard line.
There's a lot of barking going on in this game right now. Both of these defenses are able to actually control the line of scrimmage.
Notice some area football coaches at the college level in attendance here today, watching and possibly scouting just a little bit. At halftime, we're hoping to have Chris Blanton of post-grad recruits come up and join us for a halftime interview to talk about this format. 2nd and 10 coming up after the incompletion to Davis. 3 wideouts left, 1 right. Snap of the hands and a delay. Draw play, and the running back's not going to get anywhere. Going to Johnson again, and he may have gotten to the 45. They'll give him forward progress for a couple of yards, but that is all. And 3rd and 8 now coming up for Underrated. Good tackle over there on the right side. Looked like Kevontae Thomason, the defensive lineman, able to make the stop on Johnson. Put Brookins back in. He is in the middle on that defensive line. And outside of him is Jalen Dobie Clark on the left side of the defensive line. 2 wideouts to either side. Looks like Dobie Clark, hand up, might be coming. They're going to blitz a linebacker too. Wren over the top, screen pass, incomplete. Intended for Wayne Allen, went right through his hands as he looked upfield and tried to run before he secured the football. So that's going to bring up 4th down and 8. And looks like the punt's coming for Team Underrated. This time, they don't go with Thompson. They actually go with Zach Rim, the quarterback. The Phoenix, Arizona native is going to try his hand at punting the football. Snap's coming from the 45. Snap to him, turns the football, and lets it go. Whoa, where's he been?
Oh, we needed that.
Catch made at the 12-yard line by Willie Brown, but a nice punt there by the quarterback, Wren. At nice hang time. The punt goes for 30, make it 43 yards. So the worst field position of the game, actually check that. No, one other time, Team Exposure had to start inside their own 10-yard line. So this is their second starting field position, second worst starting field position with 5:45 to go before halftime. Exposure looking for some points. The only scoring play, Underrated, had a 75-yard touchdown pass on the first play of the game. 6-0 Underrated. Handoff, right side, through the line, second level. And able to get up for a nice gain is Jordan McInnes. Greensboro, North Carolina. Myrtle Beach Collegiate was his post-grad school.
Interesting. I'm learning about all these new post-grad schools. There's a lot of them that are just popping up because of the success that some have had, such as IMG.
Went to North Guilford High. Sets him up after the 5-yard gain for 2nd and 5. Under center. And a whistle that blows everything dead. Somebody jumped on that exposure offensive line. That's going to take away the 5 yards that McInnes worked so hard for on the first play and take him back to 2nd and 10. So they'll huddle up again and wait for the play call. McInnes listed 5'10", 190. He may have put on some pounds. And all muscle, too. Looks a bit bigger than that. So under center again is Palmer. Snap, turnaround, handed to McInnes. He'll get off the
Golf
left.
in the Mahoning Valley starts at Mill Creek Golf Course. Come out to the 36 beautiful hole design course by Donald Ross, and golf lessons are available by calling the team shop at 330-740-7112. Don't forget about family fun nights on Friday and Saturday evenings, a family of 4 with cart for only $25. Or visit the Wick Recreation Area and the lighted Par 3 course. Book your tee time today at 330-740-7112 or online at millcreekmetroparks.org.
Dr. Ashdown and Dr. Carnivus have been making Happy Feed in the Mahoning Valley for 35 years. Our offices are located in Cortland, Champion, Austintown, Columbiana, and Howland. Our Howland office has relocated to 8601 East Market Street to the top of the hill. Advanced Podiatry offers sports medicine and treatment plans for all ages. You can also request an appointment online by visiting our website at advancedpodiatry.com. Advanced Podiatry, where surgery is always a last resort.
Welcome to Calvin's Barbershop.
You all got to see this.
I don't even want to know what you're looking at on that phone.
Well, you should. I was learning about the dangers of high blood pressure and that we need to get ours checked regularly. High blood pressure can increase the risk of heart attack or stroke, but this text program can help keep it at a healthy range. Just text Barbershop to 97779 to sign up.
I'll get right on it as soon as I'm done with this baby panda video.
Text Barbershop to 97779. A message from the American Heart Association and the Ad Council.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical Ohio high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
From high school to the pros and everything in between, you're listening to City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One network.
Golf in the Mahoning Valley starts at Mill Creek Golf Course. Mill Creek Golf Course is the host venue for the AJGA PGA Hope Program, 8 high school teams, and 2 collegiate teams. Mill Creek Golf Course is your Callaway certified golf hub fitting facility. It was named the PGA of America's National Merchandiser of the Year for a public facility 2022. Book your tee time at 330-740-7112 or online at millcreekmetroparks.org.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 68. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Located in Applewood Estates in Boardman Township, the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club offers a pleasant family environment. Choose a membership that meets your needs and enjoy a relaxing venue that includes not only swimming for the family, but also youth activities such as competitive swimming, tennis, and more. Enjoy the friendly atmosphere all summer long with the staff and members of the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club. For more information, go to applewoodswimandtennis.com or call 330-953-2833.
Hi, it's Mark Means, host of By All Means, Tuesdays at 5, right here on Western Reserve Radio, WRDB, The Scourge.
That the clock still runs, even when you go out of bounds here in this All-Star.
They're taking their time getting to the line of scrimmage, 45 seconds remaining. And Palmer, a long time before the count. Now he has to scramble out of the pocket, and he's brought down from behind. Able to come down from behind and get him is C.J. Sheets, the linebacker out of Lake Mary, Florida. 6'2", 220-pounder. And a timeout called with 33.9 seconds remaining as the football goes back to the 26-yard line. A loss of 4 on the play.
I would have liked to see that timeout actually taken after the last first down to see if they could get set and run more efficient plays. Now, 33 seconds, you only have a couple of shots into the end zone before this is halftime.
So a very short timeout here as they just used it to stop the clock. Now getting their play call correct. Halftime, we're hoping to have Chris Blanton of Post-Grad Recruits join us to talk about this event. And I mentioned this is the appetizer before the main course. It's the 2022 Post-Grad National Championship coming up at 6 p.m. this evening. We'll be right here as it'll be Flight Academy out of Dayton, Ohio, taking on IMG Academy from Bradenton, Florida. We're ready to go now with 33.9 seconds remaining. Palmer in the shotgun, 2nd and 14. That's immaterial, really, with the time left. Now having to scramble off to the right side. Throws, middle of the field, caught and then dropped at the 18-yard line. Sliding down almost with the catch was Richard Winston. He had found the soft spot underneath the defensive backs over on the right side, not able to make the catch. So 3rd and 14, but 25.8 seconds remaining with the incompletion. The clock did stop.
Got to see team exposure and max protect here to get the ball down the field. The only reason why exposure hasn't had longer plays is because their offensive line isn't holding up the 5 seconds that's necessary for that 40-yard route or that 30-yard play.
They bring Tollfree out and put in Javion Brookins. And Brookins is a 5'7", 240-pounder. Looks more like an offensive lineman out there in the backfield on the left hip of Palmer. Clap of the hands, shotgun snap, looking deep, middle of the field, picked off and dropped. Coming across underneath.
Oh, no, what we got going on?
Little flag has been thrown, I should say.
Laundry all over the field.
The intended receiver down at the 5-yard line was Richard Winston, almost with the pickoff for his 2nd of the day was Aiden Consol. And then, as Spence mentioned, pushing and shoving after the play back near the line of scrimmage at the 30-yard line.
It's a brouhaha.
The flag was thrown by the center judge. I think it's going to be a personal foul. It's a dead ball, personal foul against exposure. So any chance, well, they're going to call it both ways. So offsetting penalties.
Well, it stops the clock, which is good.
That's exactly right if you're an exposure fan. 20.8 seconds remaining. So offsetting penalties of personal fouls called on the play, dead ball after the play was over. It brings up 4th and 14 from the 26-yard line of Underrated. Underrated leads 6-0. They'll leave Brookins in there as the running back. Probably in there more for blocking purposes than anything else. And Palmer will look at 4th and 14 with just over 20 seconds remaining in the half. Away and sacked. Tried to get away from the pressure, not able to do it. As coming in to make the sack for team underrated was on Johnny Jacobs.
That may do it, Jim. Oh, wait, timeout.
Well, with the change of possession.
That was
clock stopped. 13.1 seconds remaining in the half. So underrated will have a shot here. Do you take your shot up 6-0, or do you just kneel down and go into the locker room happy at halftime?
I think you have to be happy with what you've seen so far. Not necessarily happy with not being able to move the ball, but getting up early and getting on top of this team exposure team, I think that was the right move from the beginning.
75-yard touchdown pass from Zach Wren. That's the only score that we've had in this game, and it came on the first play of the game. So Wren in now again. Oh, wait. Waits for the snap. He's in the shotgun. Going to take a shot. Pressured. Steps up. Runs over to the right side. Throws underneath. Complete to Young. Young across midfield. Stepping out of bounds. And that will stop the clock with 1.6 seconds remaining.
But just to move the change, and then it should start again unless a timeout is taken.
I'm not sure they have one left. The scoreboard says
1.6.
One timeout left, so I guess they do.
Maybe they've taken.
So 1.6 seconds remaining. The ball at the 47-yard line. Nice gain by Young after he caught that ball underneath everybody. It looks like maybe a Hail Mary coming up here for Zach Wren. Can he get it to the end zone?
Show off your arm, young man.
3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. In motion is 1 receiver from the right to the left. Timeout. They didn't like something they saw, so they used their last timeout of the half.
Got to get it right on this one. You know, there's not going to be another play. You might as well burn it now. Checked out what the defense was giving you.
Can't take them home, put them on the mantle, can you?
Can't. I expect max protect here by team underrated. Maybe put another linebacker or something like team exposure did. Put a linebacker or a big guy in the back. Be able to pick up the blitz. Give you enough time. Give your receivers enough time to get close to the end zone before you let it go.
And if I'm exposure, I send about 5 defensive backs to the 10-yard line.
Well, it was interesting because that's not what they were showing. You know, you want actually people
which probably caused the timeout.
5 or 10-yard line, you know, if your team exposure, and that's not what they were giving the offense at the time. That's really interesting. You at least want to be in prevent, if not have, you know, cover 3 deep with guys standing on the 10 to 5-yard line.
6-0 underrated. They have the last play of the half coming up here. They keep that. Actually, they lose the running back. 3 wideouts to the right, 2 to the left. Empty backfield for Wren. Can he get time to step up and throw? And he will. And I think he may have been across the line, but he'll throw it anyway, and it's intercepted down at the goal line. As he did get it to the end zone. Good arm by Wren, but picked off by Nigel